Good morning! It's D&D!
What?
Yes. Welcome to session 32 of Adventures in Aanthara. Normally operated on a Friday evening at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That is not the time at which we find ourselves today. For many reasons that don't need to be explained at this time, we are playing D&D at 7:04 Pacific Time, which is me and Jess, and 10 o'clock Eastern Time, which is Sean, and 9 o'clock Central Time, which is everybody else.
Whoa!
Normal people.
On a Saturday.
On a Saturday. Let's
Did I
make
not
that
say
clear.
We are now your new Saturday morning cartoon
Yes.
madness.
Yes,
Ooh.
from cartoons,
What an
it's
honor.
D&D. Yeah, honestly, facts. If we could wake up on Saturday mornings with little kids to watch D&D instead of SpongeBob,
Bruh.
we
Honored.
probably would have turned out better people.
Don't take away my
So, this episode is brought to you by caffeine, and if you see anyone nodding off, that is why. Recap. The party, concluding their business with a hag, made their way back into civilization up in the northwest of Kathos in the city of Proward, tied up some loose ends, and then began their journey south to the capital of Ilmara. And after a few days of mostly not that harrowing journey, but a couple harrowing days, and some run-ins with some bison, they arrived at Ilmara, made their way into the city, and so ensued a number of interesting experiences. They rode the sky lifts up to the higher bluffs, where Faye eventually led them to her home. Before doing that, they met with Rylus, the monk of the Shaded Wind, who they exchanged information with and were presented with a proposition of potentially assisting, quote-unquote, the crown, but there's not a crown. The government, the state, I guess, if you will, with the discovery, finding, apprehension, destruction, not really entirely sure yet, because I don't even know where they would begin to look for them, of the duo believed to be responsible for the assassinations of the leading members of Kathos and Verdun a few weeks back, when the party had first gotten all together. After meeting with Rylus, then they went to the Rosewood Estate and have spent a couple days, I believe at this point, enjoying the luxuries of large bathtubs, plush robes, gigantic grounds full of gardens and ponds that Lucy can roll around in. Incredible meals, multi-course meals cooked by chefs instead of whatever rations and jerky they've been eating on the road. And it conducted a tiny bit of shopping, but I think skipped like the majority of the shopping they hadn't planned. So we may or may not get to that shortly. And last we left off, Faye had gathered much of her family, specifically her brothers Luke and Bronson, who run the Rosewood Imports and Exports Company, based here, among other places, to a dinner at the estate. They had conversation, great food, and that was winding down when we left off. So, we will pick up there in session 32. If there's anything that anybody wants to do that night, listen, Sean, we will get there.
No, it's fine. It's just the realization that this episode's just going to be 3.5 hours of verbal typos just like...
This session is brought to you by caffeine, not English.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's fair.
If there's anything anybody would like to do as the night winds down, we certainly can. Otherwise, we can pick up in the morning.
Yeah, isn't it?
Leah want. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Leah was lowering her mic.
Oh,
Sorry.
no,
But-
you go for.
but,
I don't
yeah,
really have
Faye said-
anything.
Faye said
I
yeah.
really don't have anything.
Yes, Faye.
That suit looks better on you than it ever did on Bron.
Oh, was it bronze?
I don't know. I know he's. I think they've all worn it.
Hmm.
I just figured you could use the ego boost. You should keep it.
Well, I was intending for it to go missing. But thank you. I appreciate it. You mentioned a garden? Who takes food to a garden?
Oh. The garden is it's an orphanage that my family founded and sponsors. Having since acquired me, they felt like one was not enough. My brother's wives run most of the day-to-day operations. The girls help a bit.
I'm at a loss for words. I was starting to think that it was for compost.
They may compost there as like a pastime. Um, no, anytime we have grand to-dos, we always make sure that we portion it out and send it over so that they get a little bit of a taste of something. Might as well not waste it.
And that's a good way to give back, I suppose.
I mean, they saved one and they got me, so they figured, who else could they get, you know? It's not that self-serving, obviously, but I don't know. Kids need a chance.
That they do. Well, I was gonna go for a morning stroll in a garden. Maybe I'll stick to the ponds.
Yeah. I mean, you could, but it's pretty noisy in the mornings.
Yeah, I'm not much of a morning person.
Mm-mm.
Leah, did you have something with your mic lowering, or?
I think it was just. What was I gonna? I don't remember. I think it was just like her just being like she hangs out with the nieces and nephew, rest of the night. And
The
say
one
goodbye.
nephew.
Yeah, roll a
The one individual.
Roll a Riz
nephew.
check.
roll a Riz check.
Riz!
Roll a Riz check. Yep,
No,
straight
no,
charisma.
no, she can't do that.
Straight
Can I
charisma.
roll that at disadvantage? 'Cause I don't think.
I would give you advantage because you're
yeah.
like exotic.
Yeah, don't roll at disadvantage.
Don't
Leah's so excited.
I rolled a natural 19 for a dirty 20.
Yeah, you
Oh shoot. Okay. You continue where you left off with the entirety of the kids, especially the sisters who had enjoyed conversation with you. But over the course of the night, and I don't know, it's really up to Brightwing how much she would recognize this. She does have a very high passive insight. I'm not sure how much it applies to this portion of life. But Mikhail, the 21-year-old, definitely seems to be a little bit enamored, and that seems to grow over the night. So others, Faye almost certainly would notice this, just because.
Staying out of it.
Yeah, that's very fair.
I don't think she would recognize it because she's very critical of herself, so she wouldn't think anyone would see her in that way. So I don't think she would acknowledge it if she did pick it up.
Okay.
Or probably just deny it.
Okay. There are comments made about when you guys are coming back and taking a stroll in the estate down in the Wedge and maybe going to the casino. Most of it flies over your head.
She's like, I don't know what a casino is.
True. Oh, it's one of the highlights of the city, really. Well, if you have money to throw around, you go and literally throw it around, and
You throw it
sometimes
at
you win
people?
a bunch more. Well, usually on the table, but it ends up mostly being thrown into the pockets of the casino. That's kind of how things work usually. But every once in a while, when you get lucky, you make a bunch back, and that's really exciting.
I don't really have money anymore. I used it to buy diamonds for. But they're very important.
I'm sure we could, if you ever wanted to go, beyond me.
I would be curious what it was, but I think we're leaving.
The Southland rat races are incredibly, it's a wonder.
The what races?
The Southland rats. It's called the Ruskar Run. It's these small little, yeah, no, I don't know if we have them in Kathos, or if you would have seen them. I don't believe we do. They're from the south. South of Sildari, even. Little creatures with long tails, little puffs on the end. Bouncing legs, and they sprint through a track. It's quite a spectacle. And everybody bets on the one you think is going to win. And then yeah, it's fun.
Do they like it?
The people, yes. This is
No, the
very
rat.
enjoyable. I don't know. I believe so. I'm sure they are well fed. Their faces are all over the signage, so. But I've never asked. And he laughs in a way where it's like, obviously that's not a thing that can be done, so you silly goose.
Well, you should. I could do it. Maybe we could find the one that would win.
Wait, can you really?
Would you like to
You
know
could
what your
talk to
dogs
them.
are saying?
All their eyes go big. You can talk to animals?
And I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Coolest thing I've ever heard.
And I'll
Okay.
talk to the dogs.
Oh gosh! Oh boy! Okay, hold on. These are the first pets you've talked, or animals you've talked to that actually had names, I think. Okay, Archie and Millie.
It's like, don't pretend like you didn't already give them voices.
Yep. Every NPC is completely thought out and categorized with snippets of what the voices sound like already. All of them.
You look over and both the dogs are kind of like laying paws crossed, head on the paws. It's pretty late, and there's been a lot of running about and excitement, so they're pretty tuckered out. But you go over to them.
I'll go over them and get on my knees in front of them. Hello.
Hello?
Your owners would like to know. I don't know, and they'll look over. Do you have any questions?
Dog cocks his head. Archie is the one who responded to you. I suppose. Well, what's their favorite food? That's an easy one.
All right. Archie, what is your favorite food?
Ooh, that's tough to say. I love a good roast quail.
Bougiest dog.
They make it with this sauce. Well, he doesn't do this, but
Lifts his paw up.
yeah, he lifts his paw up just a little bit.
It's really
Good soup.
good soup.
It's quite good.
I'll look back over. He says he likes the roasted quail with a certain sauce.
I think I know the one he's talking about. That's crazy! How often can you do this? You do this all the time?
Very often. I've always been able to do it.
That's wild. What's the craziest animal you've ever talked to?
Ooh, that's a good question. I talked to a alligator that went too far away from the river, so we had to relocate him.
Is that dangerous?
Not if you persuade him. And he wanted some food.
Not you, though, I hope.
Maybe at the beginning.
I suppose when you talk to him, things might change.
Yes, but you don't. But it's still in their nature.
Hmm.
They just let you know what they really want when you talk.
Well, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Not really that. A lot of my people can do it.
Where did you say you were from?
I'm from the. I'm gonna say it wrong again, Matt. I'm gonna say it wrong again.
That's why I asked. It was a test.
Eclipse forest.
It's pretty close.
From the Eclipse forest. I'm from. My people are the Cjbeards.
I didn't know. Big groups of people lived in there.
We lived there for centuries.
Well, once you've had a big enough tour of Ilmara, maybe you can take us on a tour of the forest and talk with all the animals.
Well, I don't know if you would. It's very different. I don't know if you'd be comfortable there versus here.
We've been taking camping a time or two.
This. My home is. If you would like, my home is far though.
Well, it gets pretty stuffy in here. It's big and open as the city is, so.
Well, there's
that'd be fun.
There's a lot of fresh air there. Very, how you say, open concept.
Hmm. Okay. Amazing
Like the studio.
conversation is had. Yep, like a studio. Anything else anybody else would like to do over the course of the night? Okay. We can wrap the night there. Goodbyes are said. Mostly, yes, hugs are given
And
to
then like
anyone who wants them, really.
a very private little tear on the way out.
Okay. The hugs are squeezed a little longer by your brothers, and then a little longer than that by their wives. Brightwing, Mikhail, when he says goodbye, does like a hand in front of the belly button, then another hand backwards behind the small of the back bow. And you guys.
I think she does it back because she doesn't know.
Okay. Then you see a slight eyebrow raise, like, "Oh, that's not what you're supposed to do, but it's fine." And they all depart. You guys are left to one or maybe more, I don't really know, night's sleep here in the deliciously comfortable beds of the estate. and get a long rest. And the morning comes. What would you all like to do?
Early rise, stroll in the ponds. I'm gonna find
Okay.
those rings, and I'm gonna put all of them on the highest perch that I can find by tossing them up there.
Ooh.
Give the groundskeepers a little bit of a
Okay.
problem for the morning.
Roll a general dexterity check just to see how quickly and deftly you do it.
Such a dick.
24.
Such a dick.
Dang.
This is like after the first couple times when you just toss it up, it's so easy that you start doing trick shots
Oh yeah.
under the leg. The last one walking away just back over the shoulder. And eventually as you walk back you see some gardeners like
Good morning.
watching the whole thing. Good morning. Okay. Rings up.
Well, do we want to breakfast here, or did you want to breakfast on our way out of the city? You said there's a great pancake place.
Yeah, down I believe it's in the Dawn Boroughs.
Okay.
Quite good. I do owe Brightwing a tea shop if you still wanted to get some tea on the way out.
Oh, that's right. I've never been, so I would be interested, yes.
And maybe a quick stop at an outfitter. Something to
Yeah.
pick up.
Well, I've got to swing back by the Rimex to pick something up, but we could do all that at the same time. A lot of it.
Edwin, did you need to talk with the Scarlet Sword before leaving?
Not really, no. I mean, unless we want to pick up another job on the way out, you know. We can cash it in once we get... What's next?
I think
Is
we have
Leah
our job.
next?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, that would be the only other reason why. Otherwise, we can kind of piss off.
I'll grab Carlina and request that she send down to the stables or whatever to get the horses all set up.
Okay. She does that right away. When they come back,
Oh,
They
what were the
look-
horses' names? I forget.
Melody and Rhapsody.
Melody and Rhapsody.
Okay, that's
Melody
what
and
it was.
Rhapsody plus Crater, who is looking svelte. They have all had their coats heavily brushed out. All their manes are like super flowing. Look well fed. Crater probably hasn't looked this pretty in many years. You guys get your cart and horses.
Eclipse, is there anything that you needed before we left?
No, I think I'm good.
Alright. We'll do it quickly then.
All right. So to the Wedge, to Rhymex. You want to stop at a tea store?
Yeah. Just get
Anywhere
some,
else?
one of those assorted flavor tea things. A bunch of different
Okay.
ones.
Are you wanting to speed run the tea store, or do you want to go to the tea store?
I'm okay speedrunning the tea store if Leah is.
I
it's a
am
bright
too.
light
I mean, this
thing.
was Yasmin's
We can
thing,
stop in.
so-
We can stop in if you guys want to stop
You're the
in.
one with the tea set. I think we're good. So we can speed
Okay.
run that one.
You speed run a tea store.
I did want to have a quick stop at a leather worker for some studded leather.
Okay. That is very doable. I would
Which-
say if you want to drop, we'll say a gold would get you quite a bit of tea,
Mhm.
like a couple's journeys worth,
Done.
few weeks worth for the group.
And then, does Brightwing wear leather?
Brightwing.
Yeah, she left. I just realized.
Studded leather.
Yes, please. I would like some.
Okay. So
Okay.
looking for 3 sets.
3 sets of studded leather. Okay. You find a place called the Apex Anvil, which we can also speedrun.
Yep.
But I would say go ahead and roll, if you'd like, a general persuasion check, just to see whether you can, because I know you would.
Wait, where's my persuasion? 18.
Starts with a P.
Yeah. I kept
True.
jumping between perception and performance, and that's where I stayed.
18, I would say you get the price down to, we'll say 38 gold a piece. So 114 gold for 3 sets, or 38 gold each if you're paying separately.
118 it is.
Maybe we do want to get that job after. No money.
Figured it might be helpful for us. I'm sorry I don't think I can help out the rest of them, and I'll give studded leather to both of them, let them make sure that they get fitted
Yep.
correctly.
Yeah,
and
well,
all that
you
stuff.
guys would be there for the purchase to make sure you get sizes that were, pull some extra straps, tighten up. And
Yeah, I
you
feel like
are
they have to,
extra
like,
armored.
Cut
Could
it
we
more for Brightwing because it's
Sell, yeah. We sell our old stuff.
Oh yeah.
As there could be
You
trade.
probably could sell your old stuff. Yeah. You have regular leather.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do.
Yasnip doesn't have his.
Okay. I would say he would offer you 5 gold apiece.
Cool. I'll give that to Yasnip.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Armor acquired. Tea acquired. Anything else you guys want
class
to
is
do?
now 17, y'all. Yay.
I needed to go to Rhymex.
Yes. Okay.
Real quick.
Do you want to go in by yourself? Do you want to leave people outside? Everyone come in?
I mean, I would probably have done this when they hit the tea shop,
Okay.
because it
Right.
would have just taken a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. You stop by. The early morning is more bustling than the last time you guys came through. And you quickly are able to find Luke and Bronson. When Luke sees you, I hope you're going to stay safe out there, Faye.
Safety's relative. You could
As
say that
relatively
Ilmara's
safe as you can.
You could say that Ilmar is safe. And it may be.
I would,
And
usually. Things are a bit tense here lately, but...
I meant more more philosophically than that.
Oh.
The more time I spent here, and I love you all, I love your family, I felt the disconnect a bit. And it's not a bad thing. You know, we can all be different, but I knew that I was just like them once. You gotta get them out in the world, guys. You gotta let them see some stuff. You gotta let them struggle a bit.
We've been told that now and again. Not usually by Mom and Dad, who are more in the don't let them ever skin their knee camp, but grandparents, I suppose. Well, I suppose when you're done with whatever you're doing, they have an adventuring aunt, so that could be a start.
Happy to be of service.
Are you, I don't intend to pry too much into what you all are doing, but... Well, and he pulls out a sack. If you have any opportunities to make waves with people that matter, who are trying to up Rymex's standing in the state, see if we can get some kind of exclusive deals, perhaps. Just, seems like you might have ins at some point.
The family's interests will always be my interests. if I ever get to the point where I do have any kind of sway, then I will be sure to put a name in the hat.
He holds it out. Most of this is trade for your just wondrous years of sisterhood. But you can throw any good words on top. We appreciate it.
I will consider it a loan and an investment.
Soft loan at best.
Mm.
We want you alive and well, more than anything else, so whatever helps.
They're really good people, guys. They really are. I trust them with my life, and I wish you would as well.
You see, like a bit of churning consideration, and Luke nods. Well, it's good to know you're in good hands. And they're in good hands. Travel safe.
I'll be in your heads, don't worry. It's not goodbye.
Right.
It's till next time.
Don't know what other things you've learned, but that is a funky one.
It's wonderful.
Hugs again.
Mm.
These ones a little longer than the last ones.
Yeah. Squishy hugs.
Okay.
Give Bron a noogie, because I'm taller than him.
Yep. Okay. You guys, anything else you want to do in the wedge? All right. And Yasnip, you want to lead them down to a
Whetstone and Haft.
The Whetstone and Haft. Okay. Roll an investigation check. Just because you've only been here once.
Have I though? 8.
8. Okay. It becomes a little bit of the quote unquote scenic route walk through the Dawn Burrows. After you guys make your way down the skylifts, back into the kind of heart of the city, or the city proper that fills up most of the ground inside the walls. Yasnip eventually leads you to a kind of rugged, down-to-earth looking tavern and inn in the heart of the Dawn Burrows that has sort of like a stone and wood log, like forest vibe construction, kind of cabin sort of thing feel. If you've ever, I don't know how many of you have, Jess probably has, been inside the Grand Californian at Disneyland. It has that vibe.
Oh, the Wilderness Lodge in Disney World?
Probably
the
pretty
same,
similar. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah.
And you are met and served by a sturdily built human woman named Tia, and are able to order. I'm assuming you're trying to get some capital breakfast.
Capital breakfast and a couple sides of mossy.
Okay.
Let's go.
You guys get a massive platter, each of you, that has bison bacon, which are huge, and not surprisingly so based off the creatures you saw, except for Brightwing, who obviously does not. Do you eat eggs, Brightwing?
Oh.
Pescatarian?
Yeah, is it vegan, vegetarian? I'm not sure.
She's pescatarian, so she eats fish.
Okay,
and
so you probably
shellfish.
eat eggs
No
then.
eggs.
Okay. So there are eggs.
Is this
toast.
cannibalism?
Ooh!
Oh my gosh. Which came first, the Brightwing or the egg? And these massive pancakes that are made from Khaing grain and infused with honey. They're very sweet. You don't even need that much like additional topping, but they are drizzled with honey on top and a berry preserve. And they are fluffy and delicious. And then the Massi, Massi, with an accent on the A, that Yaznip ordered, is sort of a thin, heavily spiced hummus sort of dish that's cut with goat's milk and topped with olive oil. And I would say, especially in the morning, they serve it to you with these deep fried strips of clam meat from Viliad that Adrian would probably be pretty familiar with, but I don't know if he would eat because he hates the ocean. But it is very interesting and unique, different from what maybe some of you have had. And if you want, this tavern and inn does have axe throwing. Does anybody want to do that during breakfast? Is
Axe
there a competition
throwing?
to be had? Yes, there is axe throwing.
I mean, I would have taken the pancake and piled like spread jam on it, and then put like eggs and then like the bacon strip and be eating it like a taco.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And then like turn and look at the see the axe throwing and just kind of like, as I'm still eating my pancake taco.
Did a case of the mornings taken out? Throw a couple.
Okay. Anyone who wants to, make an attack roll. If you are proficient with hand axes, you can add your proficiency bonus. Otherwise, it's just strength.
Is a hand axe a simple weapon?
Oh god, this is gonna be bad.
I believe
yeah,
it is.
It's a simple weapon.
Oh, I'm proficient.
Dirty 20.
What do I
Okay.
roll?
It's an attack, so D20 plus your strength plus your proficiency.
So
Plus
minus
strength?
2.
All my weapons
Yeah.
are dex. Hold on.
Hand axes are strength based, yo.
Minus 2.
So
Let's
17.
go.
Okay.
So it's just a plus 1.
just plus proficiency. 16.
16. Okay.
23.
Ooh. This checks out. Brightwing.
So I rolled a 2, but it's minus 2, but it's plus 1 for proficiency, so it's a 1.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Our proficiency's plus. Our
proficiency is plus
It's
3.
a minus 2 plus 3, so it's a plus 1.
Oh.
Okay. You guys all take a few. You get a few throws. It actually pans out in surprisingly expected fashion based off your guys' skill sets. Aedwin's 2 axes basically like spark along the sides of each other as they both hit right in the middle. Eclipse, Faye, and Yaznip all very solid. And then Brightwings proceed to never actually stick in the board. They just do the thing where they bounce off really sadly and depressingly onto
Like
the
the
ground.
handle and the.
Yeah,
I think she
they
tries
don't
to
hit
lift
right.
both at the same time, but she can't hold it because they're.
Yep.
And so she throws them both with 2 arms, and they just go wild.
It's a disaster. But a nice wake-up bit of axe throwing is had. And before the morning reaches even mid-morning, you guys have finished up breakfast and are ready to move if you want.
I also, real quick, I'm gonna DM you 2 things that I would have required that I think I probably could have gotten fairly easily on the
Okay.
wedge, and then you can
Very
tell me the
likely.
amount.
Okay. And then you guys are going to head out the south gate and towards Olleah.
Ole, 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 ole.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Boop. Okay, yeah, I'll send you a cost for those. All right. You guys make your way through the Dawn Burrows, make your way out the southern gate, and then through the southern Wide Ward. Where the northern Wide Ward was very stoic and kind of like straight-laced, and the buildings were a little bit more gray and rectangular in general architecture. This side seems to be much more music and artists, and you see a bunch of people with like ribbons and dancing around. It kind of has more of like a Ren Fair vibe, really, than the Northern Wide Ward does. And you make your way through, and then as you exit the other side, you are back on the open road in the Khaing Plains, heading south to Olleah. So, I will have checks for the day's travel: survival, animal handling, charisma. Claim them, roll them, and then if you have anything else you want to do this day, you can let me know.
We're not close to Olleah yet, right?
No, you are probably 4 to 5 days out, depending on how travel goes.
Do you please put the map in Roll20?
I can put the map in Roll20.
Yeah. I will take survival.
I'm gonna
Alrighty.
get it out of the way and do animal handling.
Okay.
I'll do the charisma because I want to pass out what I sent you.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
I was gonna say because I want to pass out, but
I just
Oh.
I don't
I
know.
was just gonna end really. Like, damn. I don't blame you.
Wait.
I don't love
IRL, yes.
Because I want to
Oh
pass.
god.
Holy shit.
We're starting strong, you guys. Is that a 6 or a 9? That's a 6.
Nice.
Where's the dot?
Nice.
This is the new ones too, so they don't light up. Yeah, it's a 6.
A 6, okay.
I got a
6 total.
Yeah, for total 6.
Okay.
Oh no.
I got 16 for survival.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Bringing it back.
What's the perception check?
That's a 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and did you say you wanted to do something, Faye?
I just, as the morale boost, I would pull out a small like hand drum and give it to Yasnev, and then I'm gonna get one of those like shaky egg style maracas, like
Egg shakers.
yeah, like a set of egg shakers, and pass them to Brightwing.
Like, I think I have some.
So many egg references this episode.
Is that
We're
on
late for
purpose?
Easter. Here we go.
Yeah.
No, I left them in my.
Huevos charisma.
Sag.
I can use pill bottles.
Are you going to conduct a performance?
I felt we had some fun in the past with stuff like this, but I figured it'd be nice for you all to have something to play
There we
around.
go.
Amazing.
Whatever that is. Yeah.
And now begins the portion where you all sing a song together while playing instruments. No.
Oh my god.
Do you know any travel songs, Faye? I assume that you would.
I almost assuredly, because that's how I have paved my way here.
Sing
Okay.
a song.
Does
yes,
Megan
tell
know?
us
Probably
something
not.
you
Not
Yeah.
at 9 a.m., but you know.
'Cause
All
the
right, you
time
get
is
them.
getting
You get them
here.
going with a rousing travel song. I will say, make your charisma check with advantage.
Well, I ain't got a dirty 20. It's.
Oh
still
yeah.
a-
Okay. 35. All right. First day's travel is bright, sunny, uneventful. Oh. Yes, it is bright and sunny. Uneventful. Eclipse.
Yeah.
you now know this road a little better, as it is one you've traveled a few more times. Wasn't as common you would go north of Ilmara all the way up to Proward, but you've been to and from Ilmara a few times, and you begin to see some familiar sights and know that Olleah is drawing closer, and your family is near. And we reach the end of the day, unless anyone has anything else they want to do. I will have someone roll a perception check for the General Night's Watch.
I can do that.
Okay.
As we settle down for the night, I'm going to walk up to Eowyn and pull out my hand axe and just kind of flip it handle side to him. Maybe you can use these. Seem to throw it quite well.
Well, it was just sort of part of the mandatory practice. Got to know how to throw a weapon. It was not really my preference, you know.
Nor mine. But you have to use what you have sometimes. It's not always about having the best outcome possible, but just a little bit here and there. Also, I'm getting very tired chasing you. For a big guy, you're quite quick.
Yeah. Still getting used to this whole fighting with the group thing. But, you know. I'll come around.
And if you lose that, Eclipse will kill you. Because that's the one that she tossed me on that boat not too long ago.
Facts.
And we already know what my reputation is for lost weapons, so hopefully yours aren't the same.
Well, it's a good thing you weren't there in the camp then. Otherwise, you may have a different opinion or two about me losing weapons.
I'll hear of it soon, I suppose. And thank you. I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
Fucking.
All right.
Such a dick.
Brightwing, you rolled your perception check?
Oh yeah, 27.
Good heavens. Okay.
Did you expect anything
27.
less?
You know, I don't know why I do. I feel like it has to balance out at some point, but apparently not. All right. Excellent night's watch is kept by all, especially Brightwing. And you wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P.
Like
Diddy.
P. Diddy.
Yep. Without a doubt. And day 2 is upon you. So I will have someone roll a d20 now that we're out on the road.
I didn't know P. Diddy was so exhausted.
I will roll the d20 because
Do
I
it.
feel like burying the party. 3!
3!
3!
Brave
Everyone
Lord,
just wants to fight
Oh.
something.
never brave Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. And
I just
then
find a Tarask to wrestle, you know?
we'll
No.
get to that.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully not at level 5.
In
It's a
town in the
baby
bayou,
Tarask,
we
fine.
wrestle Tarasks every other day. Like,
Facts. The first half of the day is pretty similar to what you had yesterday. Second half, as the afternoon comes, it does get to begin to get a little cloudier, and then eventually even gives way to a very light rain. Not intense by any means, but will get you wet if you're not covering with something. The horses seem to enjoy it to some degree. And towards the later part of the afternoon, you begin to enter these kind of large hills that the path sort of snakes through, kind of through these small ravines every now and then. Still a carved out path, not difficult by any means. but just a bit of change in topography as you get a whole day's travel away from the heart of Ilmara and away from the plains, and now into some more hilly areas. 3 checks: survival, animal handling, charisma. Also, for what it's worth, you guys don't have to trade all the time if you want to keep rolling certain things.
Y'all want me to keep roll animal handling, huh?
Yes.
Huh? Okay, animal handling it is.
Guidance.
Inspiration.
Just steroids. Nothing but steroids.
It's a D8 and a D4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I get any bonus doing survival knowing this road?
I will say if you want to make survival checks during this portion, you would have advantage on them, yes.
Okay.
So that's a natural 8 for a 19.
Whoa!
Wow, wee-wah.
Got a 7
Okay.
and a 4.
All
Oh.
You want guidance, Eclipse?
Yeah.
Okay, guidance.
Really.
Uh-oh.
It's a 9.
9.
I rolled a
Okay,
6
with
and then a
advantage and
5.
guidance. Wow. Okay.
For putting the tiny dice.
I also
right
got a 9.
on the charisma.
Guys.
Okay.
I'm like
Wow,
in the
wow.
cart with my cloak up, playing the saddest little flute
Yep.
song.
That's true. It
Yep.
is raining. Yeah. Forgot.
Okay. Brightwing spends much of this day just going around patting people, handing out guidance willy-nilly, whoever it might be needed.
I feel like it's not like a boop. It's like a. It's gonna be okay.
It's good.
Mhm.
You okay? You
Okay.
need some tea? You know, you said okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, the day passes without event. You guys are a little bit closer. Anything anyone wants to do tonight? All right. Perception check? Who didn't roll?
I can do it. I did not roll, so I guess
Okay, yeah,
it's me.
go for it.
25.
Yep. All right. You see nothing of note. And you keep a little bit more of a close eye out because you're not in the open plains now and things could be places that you're not sure of, but nothing harrows you, nothing. You don't really hear much besides critters, owls, owl bear. And another good night's rest is had. Day 3. Who wants to roll a d20?
Oh, I just rolled a d20, so we could use that one, I suppose.
Okay.
12.
12.
But I think that means I can't do animal handling today.
12. Okay.
I will take the survival check again.
Oh,
I'll
Eclipse
take-
is good. I thought Eclipse had advantage on survival.
She does.
She does, but
I'm not using the tiny dice.
okay. Never
Oh,
mind.
okay.
I'll take charisma then, if
Okay.
that hasn't been taken.
No, go ahead.
Who wants to pick up the animal handling?
I will.
All
You
right.
did it.
Guidance. she,
Also, this
she was like,
23.
Hot damn!
Wow.
Natural 18.
14 survival.
Let's go survival.
Dirty 20 on charisma.
Okay. You guys make up for yesterday's struggle bus with this day. Okay. Do.
My heart is so full looking at Ruby.
Nope, you stop that.
She's
Yeah.
just
Stop
the
that right
beaniest
now.
queen. She's like, we are supposed to still be asleep,
The
mother.
why are
beaniest
we? Why are we up? Yeah, Elfie's the same way.
I got up and like gave them breakfast, and they literally like looked at me and like went and laid on the couch and laid down.
Like
And I was
that.
like, we have to do things.
Okay.
But mother.
Mother.
I crave violence. Ruby, not me.
Mother.
Another of this time productive day's travel. As you guys wind through this ravine, it very much puts you in a very set course, so it keeps you going the way you're going without much left, right. And the rain is persistent and maybe picks up a little bit, but just kind of a light drizzle throughout the entire day. It starts to get a little bothersome because pretty much anything is wet now and everything is wet. Later in the evening, towards getting close to sunset, you come around a bend in one of these ravines and see other figures for the first time. This road has not been busy, but you see kind of at a small outcropping of rock in the road ahead of you what appears to be a pair of people. An older dwarf man, gray hair, bushy beard, dressed in what looks like academic professor or mage's robes of some kind. And then seated next to him, you see what appears to be a young, silver-scaled dragonborn girl, dressed in simpler academic robes, but kind of similar, with a pair of large, round glasses. Eclipse, I would say you recognize their garb as from Olleah. And eventually they see you, and the dwarf raises his hand. You had a long day's travel.
It's been a time.
And you see he has a fire set up. If you are looking to share a fire, we don't mind a bit of company.
If you don't mind. Yeah.
Okay. You guys all head over?
Yeah.
Okay. When you get maybe 5 or 10 feet away, Brightwing, Eclipse, and Aedwin, you get this. There's a smell of the campfire, and it has that very specific campfire smell. But then you get this slight breeze that blows across you, and there's this odd, sour, kind of acrid smell. Kind of smells sulfurous, if you know that smell. And I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Y'all.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Okay. Okay. 17.
17 saves.
11.
11 does not.
15.
15 saves. 4. 4 does not.
Oh, no.
Brightwing.
24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. Eclipse and Faye, you feel this wave hit your mind and shake your head slightly, and everything is just askew, and you don't feel in full control of your faculties. You are both under the effects of the confusion spell, and I need everyone else to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
And you two as well.
Y'all,
We still roll.
we need to insight check people.
And I am going to put you on
You
the
always
map.
check people in robes, apparently.
They're from Olleah,
If you could
obviously.
put yourselves on the map.
Guys, I have good
Here's-
news. The shitty
here's the
rolls are
fire.
now in your favor.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
No, we're gonna get decimated.
So you guys are up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's okay, I'll
this
get
was
the
when you
taste
got
of that.
close.
It's just a little itty bitty dragonborn lady.
Little itty
It is.
bitty
It's
bitty.
a girl.
It's a little itty bitty one.
Brightwing. Okay, you're up there.
You know what? Actually, Matt, I recognize that token, and I feel really bad for what I did to her in a past life.
Yep.
So it's
This
your
is
fault.
facts.
This is
karma,
this is-
baby.
Yeah, this is revenge. Oh shit.
Eclipse, are you out here?
No, hang on. I guess I would have been up here? Yeah.
Yeah, that seems correct. Okay. Anyone above a 20?
23? 23.
23. Wow. Okay. Anyone above 15?
Dirty 20.
Okay. Anyone above a 10?
10.
10. Okay. Aedwin and Eclipse. What do you guys have?
Go ahead, Sean. What you got?
9.
It's a natural 1 for a 3, Matt.
Oh,
Yes.
goodness. Not a good start to the rolling for Eclipse in this encounter.
I mean, I'm confused, so really that's a good
You
thing.
are confused.
So,
Yeah, I was like,
the
this is when I
bookends.
roll high.
The bookends are confused. Faye, it is your turn first. Your mind is going full delusion. You have no idea what's real. Things are coming in and out of focus that don't make any sense. I need you to roll a d10.
3.
3. You do not move or take actions this turn. And you now make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn to attempt to end it.
9.
No, you are still confused.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty then.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where's Lucy?
Oh yeah, let's get Lucy
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
I need loose. She's definitely traveling towards
The
the
horses
back.
and the cart would be in the back. Towards the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Boop.
Ooh!
There she is.
There she is.
I will wait for Megan to return because the something is up next.
Cool.
Yeah. Do this. I just looked over at the clock to see, is this a reasonable time for a break while she's gone? And I was like, 8:06? What? We've been playing for 3 hours? Oh no, wait. That's not how this works.
Yep.
We've been playing for an hour. Matt, what? What?
It's hard to wake up.
Okay.
My bad.
I'm hoping she'll show up in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Those of you who are not confused and have clear control of your faculties, you see these two figures sort of part in a very unusual way. Their movement is not normal. It doesn't even involve walking. They almost just slide apart.
Ugh.
They still look like the figures that you saw. But behind them, there is a crack in the rock. And in a sudden and quick movement, you see coming out from this crack a really hideous looking mass of reddish ooze. And you see that these tendrils of ooze are attached to the back sides of both of these figures. Not exactly sure what it means, but as it bloops out of the rock and these two split apart, it slides its way up to Eowyn and will
What's good?
make 2 attacks and use its Eat Memories ability. So, number 1.
What?
Yes, that is a
Well,
26 to hit.
What the fuck? Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that is going to be
Guys,
11 bludgeoning damage
yeah, this is
and
bad.
8 psychic damage.
Yeah.
You feel this pseudopod lash out from basically the middle of its form and strike you across the chest. And as it does, and it like catches a bit of the skin of your neck, you feel this sharp pain shoot up into the back of your head. And it will make another attack.
Yeah, well.
You know what? This one's gonna swing around from the other side of Eclipse. That's not nearly as good. That's a 13 to hit. That misses. And
Okay,
then,
I have a question. Since I'm confused, does it
yes, you are.
do extra against me? Because I don't know if
It
I
does
can
not.
actually. Okay,
No,
like no advantage. Or anything.
no.
Could you do
not
a
extra
reaction?
damage.
I mean, it didn't hit me, so it's.
Yeah.
But you could do
Eowyn,
your
I need you to make a wisdom
that's
saving throw.
I was so confused.
I don't think with confusion you can take anything. I'm pretty sure you're just stuck.
It doesn't.
I'm pretty sure. What am I
No, I
rolling,
think-
Matt?
Yeah, you can't take reactions. A
You
wisdom
can't?
saving throw. You
Wisdom
cannot
saving.
take reactions.
But I can do action. Okay.
It's gonna be
Well,
a
you're gonna roll
12.
to find out.
Yeah.
A 12.
Yeah.
Okay. You take 11 psychic damage, and you become memory drained.
Oh.
You feel this nearly physical, it is so intense, pull on your consciousness that almost seems to like pull down through you and towards the center of this creature. I need you to roll a d4. Oh, no. You'll roll one each time. Anytime you make a ability check or an attack roll, you will be rolling a d4 and subtracting it from the roll.
Cool. I've been.
Oh no.
Is it like Bane?
Yeah.
For now. And that is going to be its turn. Brightwing, you are up.
Yeah, I will. Wow. Okay. You know what? Let's just go. Let's just go full ham for once, and I will go around and go right here, and I'll cast Inflict Wounds at 2nd level on it.
Ooh, okay. Roll to hit.
Woo! 24.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll some inflict wounds damage.
What is a D10? It's a D10. Ooh, this is looking good. $27.
Oh!
Rolled really well.
Wow. Okay. 27 damage. What does this look like?
I think Brightwing saw how much this thing did and immediately like just jumps through Aedwin and Yasnip and goes right there, and she takes her staff, goes over and just like chucks it into the thing, and like her eyes go black, her hands go black, and then like just decay overtakes this whatever.
Okay. There's some give to it when you hit. It seems to be some like made of some kind of amorphous ooze material. It's quite gross. And with your passive perception, you see definitely parts of creatures in it. Old bones. Also with your passive perception, I would say that you can see that 2 tendrils from this creature go over to the backs of these of the 2 figures you had seen, and that they seem catatonic. Nothing is happening right now with them. All right, that is Brightwing's turn. It is these guys. Oh gosh!
For my bonus action, can I shift, please?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I almost exploded.
Make sure you select the right icon and roll 20.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you're moving tokens, not the.
Yeah, instead of the whole map.
Yep.
What is that?
Okay,
What
out
are
of
those?
a series of cracks and holes in the rocks, you see several smaller but similar in makeup looking creatures. These ones have a much more of a greenish hue out from the rock, and swiftly-ish slither/slide over. Boom, boom, and boom. And they are going to make some attacks.
I need to roll initiative for Lucy. Fuck.
You do need to roll initiative for Lucy.
Forgot about that.
Against Brightwing? Nope, that's terrible. That's a 10. Against Yasnip? That's much better. That's a 21. That is going to be, ow, 5 bludgeoning damage and 4 psychic damage. And against Faye, that's a natural 2. Okay, so 2 of them miss. Yasnip, you feel a similar mental pain, sharp jab in your brain when this creature hits you. That is their turn. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I guess I should just do this like this then. Your guys' initiatives are interesting. Boop. Boop. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and finish it off because they're all between you. You begin to hear a cacophony of slithering ooze noises as from almost every crevice and crack around your party, these creatures out and attack. This one's going to go for Lucy. This one's also going to go for Lucy. This one is going to go for Yasnip. This one's going to go for Brightwing. This one to Eclipse. This one to Eclipse. And that is everyone. Okay. So, against Eclipse and then Yasnip. Eclipse, that is nuts. Wow. The amount of 5s and lower is incredible. That is a 11. Against Yasnip, 14. I think you're muted, but I believe that misses.
Miss.
Okay. Against Lucy, that natural 19. That's going to hit. 25. That is going to be 5 bludgeoning damage and 3 psychic damage to Lucy. She's not happy about that at all. And against Eclipse again, that's much better as well. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
That is going to be 5 bludgeoning damage and 4 psychic damage. And then one more attack against Lucy and one attack against Brightwing. For Lucy, that is a dirty 20. Oh no, it's 21. So that hits. 7 bludgeoning damage and 2 psychic damage. And against Brightwing, that is a 21. Okay, it's either 21 or natural 3. That is 8 bludgeoning damage. Oh my gosh, that's max. And 4 psychic damage. You guys are absolutely bombarded by this family, herd, tribe, you're not sure what, of these ooze creatures. And the primary one, much larger, still standing amidst the 3 of you. That is all of their turns. Yasnip, you are up. Aid when you were on deck. And Eclipse, you were in the hole, if you want to go full baseball analogy here.
Okay.
Well, you're kind of in the hole, Eclipse. A D10 is in the hole to the side.
I have a plan.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Can I pull, because I didn't have the Veil Blade yet. I'm gonna summon the Veil Blade, and in the same motion, I'm going to just like turn and spin it really hard. And just on the outside of it, the wind is going to just start to expand. And I'm going to cast Wind Wall.
Okay.
Right
Mm.
here.
Mm.
You took what I was gonna do.
I didn't see what you were drawing,
I didn't either.
Is it not on the map?
but I'm
No.
assuming it's a
There it
long
is.
yes. Okay, that checks out.
So I'm trying to kind of catch those guys. It's 1 foot wide, 50 feet long.
50-foot long version. Okay, that's this one. Nope, stop that.
Brian took my idea.
Whoop! You're getting all of these guys, I assume.
I love
Yep.
it.
And they take damage, correct?
If they are in it, they do, I believe, at the start of their turn.
On the start of their turn. Got it.
But more importantly, creatures that are small or medium cannot pass through it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, these are tiny, so...
I'm
Okay.
sorry, smaller.
Yeah,
Well,
All right.
Small.
Brian.
I
or
think smaller.
Small creatures or smaller flying creatures or objects can't pass through it. So small
it.
is one's
And
classification.
yeah, that would include smaller, obviously, of non-flying creatures as well. Okay.
When it appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw.
Right now or on its turn?
When it appears.
Okay. And what's happening?
They're
Based off
taking
this.
3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much.
Oh! Okay. All right. Top right guy. This is a what kind of save? Strength? That is a 6.
Fail.
Oh boy. Oh gosh. I need you to go to the back, please. Thank you. Okay, and that is you want to roll 1 damage for everybody?
Yeah, I'll roll 1 for everybody. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Uh, 14.
Oops.
Ooh.
14.
14 bludgeoning.
Jeez.
If they save, it's
Is-
7.
That's upcharged by your warlocking, right?
No, it's a 3rd level spell.
Oh, wow. Okay. 14. All right. If that one's a fail, he takes the full amount. This one, that is a total of 1. So he takes the full amount. This one, that is an 11. He takes the full amount. That is a natural 1 for 0. He takes the full amount. Wow, these rolls. And that is a 14.
Saves.
Okay. So he takes half.
Yep, so 7.
Okay. All right. Okay. And what does this wind wall look like?
So the same kind of blue hue that had been seen with his hex, you can see the effect come off the blade, and as he spins it, that cloud just expands very quickly, and there's just an uproar, an updraft as the blue expanse almost goes crystalline, and reaches up and just pushes everything on the outside away.
Okay. Dope. Sick. Okay, that is Yasnip's turn. Aedwin, you are up. Eclipse, kind of on deck. Potentially.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. I would say, by the way, for the record, you guys, and I generally rule this way across the board, even if this Yasnip hasn't used it before, unless it's brand new, you guys have an understanding of each other's combat stuff just from you talking and whatnot. So you would know these creatures probably cannot move out of this thing.
Yasnip has never used this before.
No.
But
we've
Brightwing
seen
has.
it before.
Brightwing did, yeah.
Those were a lot bigger too.
Yeah, and there was probably a conversation after that one because Brightwing was like, "What the hell was that?
Yeah.
That was doo-doo."
It'll be fucking windy, dude.
Windy.
It'd be windy as fuck.
And just for clarification, are these guys on the other side of it? Because I can maneuver it. It just
Well,
has to
they
be a
would be-
continuous path.
They would be in it, I would assume, because
Yeah.
if you'd have to put it on some of you guys
Yeah.
for them to be on the other side of it.
Okay, got it.
Hey,
That works for me.
Matt, can you very briefly post the initiative order, please?
Yes, I can do that. You know what? I'll just leave the names in here. Why not?
It won't give us any advantage. We won't know.
Oh, fucker. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Was it the different waves of them that had those different initiative counts?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Ah,
I don't like for a massive horde of minions to all be on one initiative. I think it's lame. So
And
I
yet.
group them up.
but
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is
well,
like that.
Yeah, and then
Laser
it
is
worked
best
out that way
shot.
anyways.
That's
Thanks
Okay.
a lot, guys. I mean, it's kind of their fault. They rolled very similar.
Just enough. I'm going to lay on hands for 15 points,
Okay.
and that is my whole turn.
Okay. No movement.
Fuck no.
All right. Eclipse, I need you to roll a d10, please.
Before I do,
Oh.
I have Lunar Cleanse that I can use at the start of my turn.
You can, but it requires a bonus action, correct?
Does not. The bonus action is only if I use it on somebody else.
It can be used straight up.
It
Oh.
says once. Oh, it does. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it is a bonus action.
Okay, so you don't have a bonus action until you shake this.
Confusion is fucky. Yeah.
Yes, confusion is fucky.
I can't downgrade an action to a bonus action.
It wouldn't matter.
You
You
can,
still
but
have
you
to.
you need to roll this d10 to even get your action economy, basically, to be able to use the shield.
6.
You do not move or take actions. So you are battling internally against this confusion, knowing that you could use this shield, and you keep like bringing it up, knowing you can use it, and then you lose that thought and something else replaces it. It is mentally draining. But that is your turn. Roll a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. At the end of your turn.
12.
12 does not save. Both of you are still confused. Faye, it is your turn. You are confused. Roll a d10.
Did Lucy go?
Oh, what did Lucy roll? I never got Lucy's initiative.
Lucy shares my initiative order. She rolled a 9 as well, so she's gonna attack the one in
Yeah.
front of Faye real quick.
Perfect. Go for it.
Miss.
Okay. Faye, what'd you roll?
I didn't yet. I was waiting to see
Okay.
what happened.
Fire away.
A 9.
9. You are still Oh, wait, no. Oh, no! You can act and move normally on this turn. You have not shaken the confusion yet, but for a second, your mind goes clear. You can take your turn, and then you will make a saving throw to see if you can shake it entirely.
Okay. I am going to oh, we talked about this, but I can't remember what we said. Okay. First step, I'm going to, like, cognizant of the fact that I'm confused and just suddenly, like, in this moment of clarity, I am pissed. Because I do the mindfuckery around here, and I'm mad. So, necrotic shout's going up.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, that is... Is it 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay, so everyone from these guys down. So that's 6.
And the one next to Eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And what's the save? True?
Yes, charisma.
Okay, and what's the DC?
16.
Oh, gosh. Okay. That's a natural 18, so that one's actually fine. The one next to you is a natural 1. That one is not. So this one is frightened. The one down below or next to Lucy, that is a 9. That's a fail. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's fine. We'll change that later. The other side of Lucy, that's a natural 4. That is a fail. Up by Yasnip, that is a 13. That's a fail. And the other one by Yasnip, another natural 1. Wow, we started off so well. All right. 5 of 6 are frightened of you. You see that in their reaction.
And the ones in the wind wall are stuck in the wind wall, correct?
They are, yes. They cannot move out of it.
Great.
Can they even make a strength throw to move out of it, Brian, or can they just not move out of it at all?
So this, I think this is part of the interpretation, is up to you. So the specifics of it is it doesn't do damage anymore. It only does damage when it shows up. But it specifically states it keeps fog, smoke, other gases at bay. Small or smaller flying creatures or objects cannot pass through the wall.
Yeah, okay.
So whether that
cannot get
means
out.
to you that they're stuck in it or they just can't go through it, that's up to you. But they don't take more damage.
Interesting. That's a good point, because if it lands on them... How wide is it? Is it 5 feet wide?
1 foot wide.
I think
1 foot
specifically
wide?
it's mentioning flying creatures.
It's small or smaller flying creatures.
Are they flying?
Oh, but it's not a comma. Small or smaller flying creatures or objects can't pass through, but ones that can walk can.
I think this is what
Correct.
we did with the wolves. That's why they were
Right.
Yes. They were bigger, but yeah, so if
But
these
they're not
things
flying
were flying,
creatures.
they would not be able to pass through, but they're not flying, so they can. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
I guess my interpretation of it is, I would think that it would say small flying creatures or smaller, but specifically the wording
Well,
of
it,
a
it's
small.
modifying flying with small or smaller. If it was small non-flying creatures and small or tiny flying creatures, it would have split those up further. So yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Anyway.
So you guys can't understand they can get through.
That's fine. I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here
Okay. You will take 1 attack of opportunity to do that.
with disadvantage.
Yes, because that one is frightened. That is that's a 13 or 14, so that's not bad. That is a 19 to hit.
Oh, I never upgraded my armor class. What does the studded leather give me?
It's
believe
one
it
higher
gives
than
you-
regular leather.
Yeah.
Oh, then that hits.
Okay. That is going to be... that is going to be 8 bludgeoning damage and 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
Mean boy.
Yeah. So 12 total.
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna cast a 3rd level Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Angled right here.
Yes. Okay, so you will get 2 of the spawn and the adult one.
And the biggin.
Yes. And theoretically, this dragonborn creature.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, fair enough.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
My friends are dying.
Okay, and it is a strength save?
For
Or
him, it's a
con save?
charisma.
Oh, gosh.
But
Do you
everyone
only
else,
change it for one creature?
I can only do it for one. It's in the
Okay.
same. Well, and you tell me, because when I provide magical inspiration for somebody, it uses the same pool. Like, I have to use an inspiration dice. So that's the cost for this. When I inspire Brightwing, for example, to do a mass cure wounds or something, you only allow her to apply that D8 magical inspiration to one creature. So would
It says
that
that
work
very
the same
specifically.
way?
What does your rule say exactly? What's the wording?
Whenever you or an ally within 30 feet of you, nope. That's the other one. Where the heck is this? So some of my stuff's under actions and some's under features. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Oh. Sweet. Okay. You exploit a foe's peril to instill deep feelings of sorrow and doom. When you or an ally, you can see forces a creature to make a saving throw. You can expend one of your bardic inspiration to change the type of saving throw to charisma instead.
Okay, yep. So for the adult, it's charisma. For the other 2, it is strength or con, I think.
Strength.
Strength. Okay. For the adult, that's
Constitution.
about as good
Constitution.
Constitution. Okay.
I was so confident I couldn't find this spell.
That is a 14. That's your save?
No, that's a fail.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, he fails. So that is, have you rolled damage yet?
I did not. It's 4d8 plus.
Man, so many D8s getting dropped on the guys.
Are only the creatures. So the effect of my necrotic shroud's on me.
It is on you, yes.
So when I do damage, is it only the creatures that are in my range that take the damage from that?
I believe it is the ones who are... Actually, no, I think it might apply to everything, but let me double check.
Oh, no. You can deal an extra 3 necrotic damage
Yeah.
to one target when you deal damage to it with an attack roll or spell.
On each turn.
Yeah, so if it's an
Okay.
AoE, it's one target that I choose to take the necrotic.
Okay.
Okay. Learning new things about old abilities. Let's go. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. 8, 14, 15, 21 damage.
Oh,
plus 3
goodness.
necrotic.
24 to him. And he gets pushed
10 feet.
10 feet away from you?
Yes.
Five,
And there is a
10.
boom.
There is a boom. The rocks tumble down from this ravine, and you hear it reverberate all the way down as this of thunder. Okay, and then it's con saves for the other creatures. That is a 15.
Nope.
Wow. So they take the full damage, which is 20. No, it was not 20 something.
It was 21.
21.
He had the extra 3.
So it's 18.
No,
it's
21 was the original Thunderwave damage.
24
the
was with
additional
the
3
extra.
was, yes.
Okay, this one is annihilated. The thunder wave literally bursts like jello exploding this ooze. Next one, nope, that's a fail. That's a hard fail. He explodes. Oh, that's it.
The small.
Oh, well, the dragonborn creature. Okay. Okay.
I kind of assumed they were just skin puppets at this point.
You don't know yet. Okay.
Can I make my wisdom save?
You make a wisdom save. Wow, that
Come
was quite a
on.
turn.
Let's go.
19.
19? That saves. You are no longer confused.
Okay.
Okay. It is the big boy's turn. How pissed is it you for that? Not enough. it is just going to go up to Brightwing. Brightwing, after this thing goes flying by you, you see it back up to you, and it's going to swing at you twice.
Yeah.
First hit. 17.
That's my armor class.
Okay. That does 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 6 psychic damage.
Okay.
You feel that same sharp, sudden pain in your head that the others have felt. Second attack. That is a 20. That will hit. 30, 20. 11 bludgeoning damage.
Uh-huh.
And 10 psychic damage.
I'm out.
Yeah.
You are out.
Yeah.
Okay. You also are memory drained. So you will roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Is it at advantage?
Is she
because-
affected by conditions getting dropped to 0 hit points?
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
This
Yes.
okay, cool.
This is a
Yeah.
permanent
Is it at
internal mental thing.
Is it at advantage because I'm shifted?
Your shift is not affected by being incapacitated or unconscious, is it? Does it say anything about that on your thing? I don't believe it does.
I don't think it does. As a bonus action, you can shift and assume more resources. 6 area. Your transformation lasts for 1 minute until you die, or until you revert using a bonus action. So I don't go back until I die.
Okay.
That's
Then
good.
yes.
So we would
Then yes.
know, as long as you're still shifted, you're
That's
still technically
true!
alive.
Any fight where
You were
Brightwing
the only
shifted,
one
you know
that we
she's
could tell.
dead. Amazing. Yes, you would have advantage.
Okay. 19.
19 saves. You do not take 4d8 psychic damage, which would have been a death save, and you are not memory drained. Okay. It is your turn.
Okay.
I need you to roll a death saving throw, Brightwing.
That's 20.
Okay.
Let's go. Just a net 20.
And I have to tell you. I'll take a picture.
the
You can
internet.
DM me. I can roll it for you if you want, or you can roll it and DM it to me.
Live on the wild side. Have him roll and not tell you.
That's what Brian's
That's what I
been doing.
do. That's what I do.
Oh, don't know.
It is totally up to you. You can do whatever you want. No pressure in any direction. Okay. All right, DM me what you got.
Okay.
All right. It is the Horde of Oblex Spawn's turn.
The who?
The Oblex.
They are
Oblex.
Oblex Spawn.
Oh, you called them a horde.
Yes,
Horde.
they are a horde.
Horde.
They are a small
Da, da,
horde.
da, da, da.
Yeah.
No, they're whores.
They are
Well, I heard
hordes.
horde of Oblex spawn, and I was like, holy shit. Like,
Who's this bitch? Where did she come from?
Okay. We're going to start with the top right two. Both of those are right on the still living body of Brightwing. They are both going to attack you. They have advantage because you are prone and it is a melee attack. However, given the nature of the fact that they are making these attacks from within the wind wall, I'm going to say they would have disadvantage. So it is going to be a straight roll from each of them. From number 1. That is a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Studded leather! Studded leather!
Oh, boy.
For the win! Oh god!
best 38 gold you could have spent.
And from the other,
Oh my god. Sorry.
that is a 8.
No.
That totally misses. Oh boy!
The wilds are with us.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Down to Yosnip's 2.
Yeah, here it comes.
13
Miss.
and 11. Wow. Even worse. Oh, and these would actually be at disadvantage because they're from within the wall, but they both miss. Against Lucy with disadvantage. That's a natural 18. That's a natural 14. That's a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Wow, they have not missed Lucy yet.
Is that one of the frightened ones?
It is one of the frightened ones, but it already had disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, actually, the way that I rule things, it would have an additional negative. I'm going to say additional -2. That would still be 18. What's Lucy's armor class?
13. She's
Okay, it definitely
yeah.
hits, even with a big ass negative.
She's done. I mean.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong dice. I rolled the other guy's dice.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That is 6 bludgeoning damage and 3 psychic damage.
Yep.
She's still up?
Not after the next 2 attacks.
Well, TBD whether this other one's going to attack her because it was, well, actually, it's frightened of face. So
Exactly.
It's probably going to get. All right, second attack from the one on the left. That's a natural 1.
Okay.
And these are a disadvantage. That's a natural 4 and a natural 6, so that's 10.
Oh, no, that misses.
Okay, the Frightened's coming in key. And the other 2 are dead. So that is the full round of the Spawn's turn. It is Yasnip's turn with Aedwin on deck.
I am going to pull the blade through, and I'm going to attack the one on the bottom first.
Okay.
Which is not great. 15.
15 hits.
Okay.
It is
I get to roll my special dice.
creature. Hey!
Yes.
Matt!
Yes. Megan.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I forgot that guy takes an extra D8 because I made him make a charisma save instead of a constitution
Yes,
save.
he does. Yeah, you can roll it now.
Okay, I'm
Because
sorry.
I was thinking you added a bonus, but that was from your necrotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 3. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. Can we tattoo that on the back of my hand or something? Because I always forget that.
Don't you have a bunch of post-its? I guess you probably lose track of it
I
among all the
do.
post-its.
There's too many.
Okay, fair enough.
I need more colors. They're all the same.
That is 14 damage.
14 damage from what?
My weapon.
I thought. Oh, you hit somebody?
Yeah, I hit the bottom guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. With the top one or the bottom one?
Bottom one.
Bottom one, you slice through it, and it, like a piece of Jello, falls apart, dead.
Good. I was hoping for that. And then I want to kind of shimmy past Aedwin to get here.
Yes, you can do that.
And I'm going to attack this one. Actually,
Okay.
no, I lied. I'm going to attack the one right next to Brightwing.
Okay. They both pretty much are. It's
Yeah,
just
but
a way to
Do
circle
the higher one, though.
Okay.
That is 17.
I am trying to decide if... Okay, no, you're not going to have disadvantage going through this because your weapon is very much meant for things like this. 17 to hit, that hits.
Yeah. So that is going to be 15 points. And with this one, there's also, being in this ravine, the audible, as the impact happens, there's almost like a small explosion effect that echoes throughout the area as well.
Okay. This
Is
one,
he still up?
no, bursts in a splatter of ooze, some of which goes onto Brightwing's unconscious body.
Bonus action for the third one.
Go for it.
That's a 16.
16 hits.
This one is a little bit less. That is going to be 5 damage.
5 damage.
Yep.
Explodes in a mess of ooze. The wind walls set them all up to die, and you knock them all down.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Aedwin, you're up. Eclipse, you might be on deck.
You might be.
What is this square here, by the way?
It's fire.
That's a fire.
That's a fire. So if I were to stand there, I'd be standing in fire.
You would be. Yes, you would be.
I don't have
But-
to. It's just good to
No.
know.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
What the
Ah, yeah.
Oh my god, this sucks.
Oh my gosh, we just need water and then we'll have all the elements because we're in rocks, got wind, and fire.
What you're saying is we have earth, wind, and fire?
Exactly.
True. Who needs the water? We've got the band. What are you doing, Anduin?
Our tears
I
are
don't
the water.
know.
Do you ring that
Yeah.
bell?
No. There's no reason for me not to do this.
Yeah, no. All right.
I'm gonna walk up.
Hmm.
I am going to bonus action Valve Enmity,
Okay.
and
God.
I'm going to take both my
Spell
attacks
damage
against
to
it.
alarm.
Go for it.
Go on, Dylan.
Daddy.
Okay. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Second level Divine Smite.
Yeah.
Where are my d8s?
Oh my god, I just scrolled in and like the scared face of the frightened ones is comical.
Yeah.
DM, I have a stupid.
Yes.
Is he still baned?
Oh, fuck,
He
yeah.
was not
Yeah.
baned. Oh,
Bane.
yes, Sean. Yes, Sean is baned.
I'm just
on the
tossing all
attack.
my dice around at this point. 18.
Thank you. That still hits.
Okay. So that'll be 11 points of slashing damage
Okay.
and 15 points of radiant.
Ooh. Okay.
Second attack.
Wow.
Wait, that's not math. 22, 21 to hit.
That hits.
And I'll make this one a first level Divine Smite.
Okay. It's starting to look pretty messed up. Bits of it are slawing off.
13 points of slashing damage and
Okay.
11 points of radiant.
Okay. Yeah, it looks bad. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's everything.
All right. Eclipse, I need you to roll a d10.
That's a 4, Matt.
You do not move or take actions, but you
Wake
do
me
make
up
a
when-
wisdom saving throw.
Fucking 9. Wake me up when
Nope.
the fight's over.
9 is a failure.
Wake me up inside.
Eclipse is racked in the middle of this fight mentally, not able to draw focus in. That is the end of the initiative order. Faye, back up to you. You are not confused. You have your full turn.
Great. I will run past. I'm gonna like do like a little bob and weave and go like up here and then down here.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna as I'm going by, pat Eclipse on the shoulder and be like, "This sucks, buddy. We might need some help," and give her an inspiration.
Okay.
Anything's
I don't know.
anything's gonna help at this point. Honestly.
Anything? I don't know. And then
Yep.
I will healing hands Brightwing.
Okay.
So 3d4.
You roll for that, right? Yep.
Mhm. 9.
9 points to Brightwing. Okay,
Yay.
that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. I will roll for this.
We are so clumped.
Yeah, okay. Okay. This creature... In fact, you can't see any features on this creature, but as this happens, you see the two figures just sort of look down at it happening, very catatonically. Almost not like they're really seeing anything, but just seem to take notice. And it is going to split its attacks between Edwin and Brightwing. For
Here we go
Brightwing,
again.
with advantage. That is a natural 18. That's a big hit. That's going to be 12 bludgeoning damage. That already knocks you down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the psychic.
We got to
is
keep
included
track
in
of the
that,
numbers,
so it
though.
doesn't do anything extra. Second attack on Edwin. Not with advantage. That's another natural 18. That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
4. That's nice. 8. 13 damage. 13 bludgeoning damage. And 11 psychic damage.
So 24 total.
Yes. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. It
Again.
seems less concerned. Yes. It is
Because
moving
I'm
its
already
memories
memory
again.
drained.
Yes, you are.
Oh, right, because it's additional damage. That's right. 15.
15 is the DC.
Holy.
Let's go.
You avoid 4d8 and another memory drain.
Yep.
Okay. That is its turn. Brightwing, you are up. You need to make a death saving
You're
throw
not
at the
20
end.
here, Leah. When you're not
Let's
20 here, Leah.
Okay.
Oh god.
The spawner up. Unless it's a natural 20 and you need to tell me you have a turn, but otherwise. Okay, the first attack against Yasnip from the one below him with disadvantage and a -2 because he's frightened. Very unlikely to hit. Nope, that's natural 4. The one on Lucy with disadvantage and a -2, that's a natural 1. Okay, you're out of here, dice. From the other two, just straight disadvantage. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay. That is 5 bludgeoning damage.
She bursts into flame and disappears.
Okay, Lucy is out. Which means this other one is going to go for Eclipse.
No, it's not. It's frightened. Can't move towards
It can't run towards Faye. It can't run towards the whole group. It just sits there. Looking, you can't even tell that it looks frightened because it's a freaking ooze. All right, that is their turn. Okay. Yasnip, you are up. Aedwin is on deck.
All right. So I am going to pull the blade through the wind wall and use my bonus action to cast Gale Shroud. And I'm going to capture the wind wall and turn it into a vortex around me and choose cold.
Hell yes.
And I'm just going to step like over Brightwing and take my 2 attacks at the main guy. Whether that you
Over-
want me there or basically like step over the top of her and hit the attacks. on
Yes,
this
to
guy.
the other side or standing in the wind wall.
The wind wall's gone. Because
Oh,
it's
you drop
concentration.
it.
Yeah.
I
it's
see.
concentration.
Okay, wind wall is gone.
And actually with that mentioned, yeah, I'm gonna go there.
So you literally are taking the entire wind wall and turning it into your Gale Shroud.
I'm turning it
Dope.
into my Gale Shroud.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
sick.
And I'm
All
going
right.
to attack this guy. But
Yep,
he gets an attack of opportunity.
he does with this.
I'm gonna be doing for sake of it, I'm doing the Gale Shroud move after I move away.
Fair enough. That's actually pretty decent. That is a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
First attack. is a 19.
That hits.
That would be... Damn, not very high. 12 points with an additional echoing pop as it goes off with 2 points additional cold damage. So
14 total.
Mhm.
Yasnip, would you like to describe the finish as this creature has 14 hit points?
Okay.
Let's
I'm
go.
just going to get to the other side of this thing and try to pull as this wind wall absorbs into this shroud, and the wind kind of catches behind the blade, and as it starts to pull through, you just see with really quick speed as it flails around and impacts, almost not as if slicing, but almost the vacuum in front of the blade, pulling the creature into it and just severing as it slices through the entire portion of it.
Hell yes. The outer parts of the ooze suck inwards for a second, and as the force hits, the entire thing splatters outwards. Everyone is covered in ooze bits, and you see the two figures slump to the ground.
Would you allow an insight check to tell whether or not they're... I'm pretty confident that we could tell these guys are controlled.
I will say, for now, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception is a 10.
Okay, you can't tell for sure what's going on with these things. Anything else on your turn? That was everything?
Fuck, I still have an attack, but I'm going to step here and just hold this blade to this guy as he's falling or whatever he's doing.
The dwarf figure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Aedwin, you were up. Eclipse, you may be on deck.
Gonna take a swing, I guess. I mean,
Go for it.
16
That hits.
for 13 points of slashing damage.
Shredded. Exploded.
Cool.
Annihilated.
Gonna move on to the next one. Take my second attack.
Go for it.
19.
One guy that didn't take full damage. 19 hits.
For only 9 points of slashing.
9? Okay, this one you slash and a big chunk of it splatters against the wall, but it seems to still hold a little bit of form. It's not quite dead.
Okay. Realizing the mistake that I just made. That was stupid. Oh, fuck. That's what I get for tunnel visioning. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Okay. Going to bonus action, harness divine power, get spell slot back. Do I get second level back with that, or just first? Or do I get anything? I get an expended, which could be no higher than 2. Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I will
Okay.
get back my second level slot and proceed to mourn this mistake.
Okay. Eclipse, I need you to roll a d10.
What is it, though? Because it matters.
Fucking
does
2.
matter. 2. In the same range every time you do no moves or actions. Wisdom save?
Inspiration at D8 now, or is it still D6?
Yes. D8.
D8.
21.
21 saves. You come into a clarity that you feared might never return and see a battlefield strewn with corpses, Brightwing on the ground unconscious, and the only 2 or 3 moving things are behind you. But your turn is over. Faye, you are up.
Have these two taken any damage?
No.
Great.
Not that you've seen, at least.
5-foot step. We'll do a second level Thunderwave.
Second level Thunderwave. Go for it.
You roll. Make one con and one charisma.
Oh, that's right.
Let's do the
One con
closer
and
one.
charisma.
The closer one will have the charisma save.
Closer one is charisma.
Yeah, the one number one.
That's 14.
Nope.
I don't think that saves. And the other one is a con save. That is a 18.
That one makes it.
Okay.
So the closer, so it's a second level, so it's 3d8, but he made the charisma, so he gets the extra d8
Yep.
for this one. So do you want me to roll the additional d8 separately because the other one would take half of the first damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, do that.
So, 13 is the original damage. You're muted.
So the front one closest to you is going to take the full 13 plus your d8 that's
Plus an
coming. The
additional
back one
D8.
takes half of the 13, and that's it, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So 16. And is
The
not
front one
pushed.
takes an extra 5 and is pushed.
18 total.
Yeah.
Okay. Its splattering is pushed as it has 18 hit points,
What?
and it is annihilated. Okay. Anything else?
I mean, no.
Okay. The adult is dead. Brightwing, it is your turn. I need you to roll a death saving throw.
Okay.
And DM it to me. There are two of these guys left. One of them cannot move closer to Faye. It can move directly to here without moving closer. So it is going to go make attacks on Aedwin with this other one. So 2 attacks
sorry,
on you both.
Matt,
with
that's a
this
terrible picture, but you can read it.
I can see what it is, yeah. Okay. First attack, Aedwin. 11.
Miss.
Second attack. Natural 1 on the disadvantage. This Frighten is freaking owning these guys. Alright, that is their turn. Yasnip, you are up. Aedwin, you are on deck.
Sorry, are these guys coherent? What are they doing right now?
Okay, if you want to roll a medicine check or an investigation check on this guy in front of you, they might reveal different things, so your choice, but you will need to make a check.
I just need to know if he's standing.
No, they've both
fallen down.
Crumpled to the ground, yes.
I'm going to use my action to give Brightwing a healing potion.
Okay. And that is rolled.
That is rolled.
Okay, roll your healing. Aedwin, you're up.
First attack on the one that I already attacked.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Nope.
We'll go for
7
the.
points, Brightwing.
7?
Brightwing, you're up to 7. Second
I'll
attack.
go for the second attack, which is a 19.
That hits.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
For 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points. The rest of it that you did not scatter against the rock is scattered against the rock. Any bonus actions or movement?
I will grip the amulet. Wait. Just kidding. Never mind. Because Harness Divine Power is not shown divinity. It is just a...
It's a thing, yes.
Yeah.
It uses the charge of it, but it's not actually it. The it.
Okay, that's interesting. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
because I'm pretty sure we've been doing it wrong ever since I started playing this character. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Harness
Anyways,
Divine Power uses
your channel divinity.
But
even
the
though it has
difference is
its even though it has its own resource on the character sheet.
it has its own resource, but it's because you can get your channel divinities back on a short rest. You can't get the Harness Divine Powers back on a short rest.
Right. Yeah.
So you have to take it away from both when you use it.
Yeah.
Manually.
Yeah.
Is the thing. Yeah. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No.
All right. Eclipse. You are up with mental faculties in place. Adwin, how do you look?
Terrible.
Okay. You glance around, you see Brightwing just being healed by Yasnip, and Eclipse, or Adwin looking real bad with one more of these creatures harrowing him.
I'm fucking pissed. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bait and switch.
Okay.
Just to make sure, because I'm probably not going to kill it. Let's see. Okay, so you get extra 3 to your AC in case they decide to get uppity.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna fucking slash into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Say 24 on the first one.
24 hits.
Or 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. It looks real bad.
It's a 26 on the second.
26 hits.
For 11 damage.
Eclipse, with your one and only turn in this battle, would you like to describe the finish?
I think the fur, as soon as she comes back to consciousness or like a mental state, her fur is bristled. She looks around in complete panic and realizes that she's missed literally everything and feels like absolute trash. She kind of pushes past Faye without really realizing, noticing that Adwin is fucking wrecked, and just shoves him aside, and with the momentum just rips into this thing with every fucking fiber of her being, because she's just enraged.
Yep. Okay. And you do, and the amount of ooze scattered across this ravine right now is pretty insane, but you put it all to shame with the utter wrecking of this creature. And we are out of combat. And we will take our break there and return on the other side. Woo-wee! Wow-wee-wah.
Oh, man.
What a series of rolls for certain people. Okay. We will take a solid 6-minute and 12-second break and be back on the other side.
It's close to southern Wisconsin.
What are you?
No,
it is
what
Minneapolis.
Oh, wow. We've been hitting real area codes of major cities quite a few times lately. All right. See you on the other side. Alrighty, we're back at the scene in the ravine of the killing. Eclipse has scattered the last ooze into shreds. Brightwing, you are conscious, though barely, and still on the ground. What would you all like to do?
What time is it?
It is evening. It is 6:58 p.m.
Oh, it's almost 7.
Is it a wristwatch that you're wearing?
It's on the back of his hand. But yeah, this is a wristwatch. But
No. Your watch is on the back of your hand?
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's in your glove?
Yeah.
It's in the glove.
There's a little pocket in his glove.
Brightwing, are you okay?
I would be.
You might want to look at those two. I don't know if they're going to be okay.
Yes. She'll look around to see who needs healing.
Who looks bad? I know Adwin does, and you do. I think that's it.
On a scale of 1 to 40, I'm under 30, but fine.
Adwin and you look bad.
Alright, Brightwing will get up, probably stumble.
You're also covered in ooze, by the way.
Help her out a bit.
Yeah.
And then walk over to Eowyn.
As she approaches, he just puts his hand up. Don't. And I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level.
Okay.
I will do the same.
Okay.
Sorry, Edwin. Do you know how long she's going to be gone?
Impossible to know, really. Depends on whether or not I can re-establish that connection. So...
That amulet didn't get you your answer, then?
No. In fact, it left more questions. I know she's not gone. But it's not an ideal situation. If it can be avoided, I'd like to. But obviously, given the set of circumstances, things are a bit tricky.
I'm trying to figure out what that thing was.
Pull out the book.
Okay.
Give me the deets.
All right.
I've got a bunch of goop in front of me. I've got...
Yes. You have everything you would need to get a full list. So remind me the things you get on the top, and you get... Do you get one at the bottom?
I get one of the bottom, yeah.
Okay.
So... Let's see. I get... Let me pull up my notes.
I got it. Type.
Okay.
So it is an ooze. That is its type. It eats literally whatever organic, ideally creature thing it can get its pseudopods on.
Mm-hmm.
It is medium, and the other ones you can tell are tiny. It's pretty easy to tell. Well, most of them are scattered, but from what you saw. Movement is kind of slower than normal, 20 feet. And habitats tend to be in rocky areas where it can slip through cracks incredibly easily, very small openings, and thereby easily ambush prey. And then what do you want to know from the bottom?
Give me the highest and lowest ability scores.
Highest ability score is Dexterity at 20.
Holy shit.
Yes. Lowest is Strength at 8. And I would also say that you would get a surprising intelligence off of the creature. Also, is anybody doing anything with the 2 figures?
I would say Brightwing would, after Aedwin refused healing and did it for himself, she would have walked over to check on them.
Okay, roll a medicine check.
24.
24. Well, it did not take anywhere near that, but that will do. As you get over to them, you can very quickly see all of their features are beginning to like almost melt and slaw into nothing, and the shades of everything are turning like when a flower begins to wilt into brown, but it's turning into this kind of reddish dark, almost like the blood is just coagulating beneath everything. You see these tendrils still attached to this creature, and as it melts, and with that medicine check, you get the sense these are not creatures. These are extensions of this creature, the large red creature, that it built with its body somehow, and that it was able to impersonate them to some degree.
What happens to the clothes?
They...
Is it the same thing? Is it all constructed in the same way?
It all looks... Yes, it all looks the same. And in fact, that would actually be one of the most telling things, because it's not just the organic matter that this is happening to. The clothes are doing it in the same way. It seems like this thing is able to construct creatures somehow, and did so in this case. Also, for just as a heads up, Aedwin, you are still memory drained and have a minus D4 until you take a short or long rest, or are hit with a greater restoration or heal spell.
Yeah, we have that in droves.
Or a healing spell?
Or a heal
heal.
spell.
A heal
Oh,
spell.
heal. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to like the dirt in the ground, kind of where Lucy and I were at the back,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of kneel down and like just touch the claw marks in the dirt where her claws were. I'm sorry. Just to myself.
Okay. Wings are down.
Yeah, they're gone. They would have faded.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else any of you want to do here? Do you want to rest for the night here, or somewhere a ways away?
I want to get out of here.
No, I don't want to
Okay.
leave you.
All right.
Zero desire to rest here.
Mm.
Yep. Okay.
Even with that, cure wounds, it's not looking great. Because I did not roll well. So I think she's just gonna like go into the back of the wagon and immediately just kind of like slump over.
Okay. You guys push on for maybe probably another hour or 2, hour and a half to get a ways away and to the end of the day. Night arrives. Anybody want to do anything before or during watches? Okay.
Eclipse, do you know how much longer we have?
Roll a, I will say a survival check.
8.
8?
Yeah.
It feels like a couple days. Could be 2, could be 3.
2.
Might depend on how travel goes, but it feels like maybe you're about halfway, more or less. Hard to
She
tell
just shakes her
specifically.
head and stares off into the literal nothing. She can't be bothered to even pay attention right now.
Clip's done had a bad time. This was a callback to earlier fights.
She's really pissed. Like, her fur hasn't gone down at all. She's just been rigid the entire day.
Okay.
Unless anyone has anything else, I think a little bit later into the evening, Bryant Wing would have made tea for everyone with the new tea stuff that
Okay.
Comes with
Yes,
10
it-
flavors.
10 flavors.
Don't ask me what they are yet. I haven't figured it out.
And she would have just kind of walked up to Eclipse, sat next to her, and just offer her the tea. As she pours it, you hear the little bird sounds from her
Mm-hmm.
kettle.
She'll just drink it.
Okay.
And she won't bother you, just sit next to you. Just to show that she's okay.
Yep, she just drinks it. Does not say anything.
Okay. All right. I don't know if anyone remembers who didn't roll, but someone can roll a perception check for the night.
I think it was me. I don't think I rolled anything.
Okay, roll a perception check.
I kind of want to do it at disadvantage.
You are welcome to if you want.
Yeah.
You're not exhausted or anything, but
Doesn't matter. 21.
oh my gosh. We're just gonna start assuming that Brightwing's checks are 20 plus and move on. Okay. You are not ambushed in the night by more oozes. You get a whatever level of restful each of you would have sleep. It is enough, Aedwin, to remove your memory drain, so you do not have any more penalties. And you guys wake up in the morning with another day's travel ahead. Rolls.
Revive.
Before that,
Yeah.
I'm going to take some time to
Okay.
channel Find Steed
Okay.
and see whether or not it connects.
Roll a charisma check.
Nope.
What'd you roll?
7.
7. You in the morning?
Yep.
Okay. Move away from the group. Find a little bit of a quieter spot. Try to focus in. And don't even get a ping. Sometimes you've gotten like, you know it's there and you just can't grasp it. This time you don't. Alright.
Yeah.
Day's travel. Survival from Eclipse. Who wants to do the animal handling and the charisma?
Say 14.
14.
Megan, you're muted.
Oh, I was gonna say I'll take the animal handling.
Okay.
I'll do the charisma.
Damn it!
Yeah!
Ryan's probably gonna make an effort this morning with like freshly made tea. She's gonna get her the egg shakers out and just try to like.
She's got maracas.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay. And then Aedwin or a Yasnip roll me a d20. There you go,
7.
Brightwing.
I rolled
7.
a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh my! For a total of?
21.
Okay. All right. 7. Okay. The towards probably a little after afternoon, around 1 or 2, you guys exit the ravine and the hills, and you begin to see more forested areas. And a little bit more like rolling hills, but not these kind of stark, more cliff-like areas you've been walking through. Eclipse, you recognize very well that you are getting very close and will very likely get there tomorrow. The landscape is familiar to you. And the light rain clears up. It's still a bit cloudy, but the rain is gone. And you guys are able to traverse in a somewhat shaded day's travel southwards.
I think Brightwing does the Druidcraft weather report, and she's like, "There's no rain, but it'll be cloud cover, so it won't be hot." And like, it's just very much like trying to make everyone feel better from what happened yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Somebody roll me a perception check, if you will. Oh, it'll be Adwin, actually.
Yeah. It's another 7.
Okay.
Flirt comes from the bushes.
Kill Flirt.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Flirt would
It's
just
just straight out
die.
of his It's just
Just
We
the
strap
no-look
his head to the
spear
front
out
of
to
the
the
cart.
it
side.
just doesn't fucking
Yep.
matter anymore. It's over, man.
Amazing.
Can't anymore.
Okay. You guys, the night passes without issue. You wake up in the morning.
Could I,
Feeling like P. Diddy. Yes?
if I have a watch over the last couple of days, I would have, like, on my watch, been reading through some of that material that we had given Rylus, like the books from the Hag's Den, before we. I just want a chance to read through them before we turn them over.
Sure.
I don't think I ever actually did that. I know he gave us a rundown of what was in them.
Mhm.
Are you looking for anything in particular, or just trying to get a sense of what all was in there?
I want to be familiar with the material, so that if we need to discuss anything with them, and I would probably share, like, with everyone any, like, finer details than what Rylus provided to us, just so we're all more familiar with the findings.
What would you say is I know she's kind of emo, but what is Faye's level of, like, squeamishness threshold? Like what she watched Saw or The Conjuring?
I think she would kind of laugh through it and, like, take it for, like, for in that context, I think she would take it for, like, the artistry that it would be, or, you know, whatever artistry is in Saw. But, like, yeah, I'd say, like, probably a medium, like a schmedium.
Okay, at a schmedium, a good amount of this stuff is beyond schmedium, and it makes you uneasy. It is dark, evil, twisted, and you feel a mix between fear at what this creature was doing and was capable of, and what others can be capable of if these kinds of things exist. A lot of the stuff that you're reading is like stuff you've never even learned about. This is not stuff they taught in school by any means. And satisfaction at having ended this creature and what it was clearly capable and willing to do. But it is all manner of dark magics, the enslavement of malevolent entities, dream manipulation, manipulating people.
I would say that the curiosity would stem from how to do that in a non-malevolent way.
Okay.
Like how, like, what inspiration she could get for her own abilities, and how, like, she could tailor her own abilities using inspiration from some of that, but twist it positive, or to be helpful as opposed to harmful. And so that would be, like, kind of the purpose in that.
Is this something you might do over time to try to learn more?
I mean, over the course of like a couple of days, like as we're traveling.
Okay. I will have you roll an Arcana check, and then we can do this a couple more times and see what comes of it.
21.
Okay. All right.
Where was that with the wisdom saves?
Okay. And no one has rolled a d20 yet, right? For the day? All right, someone roll me a d20.
Jasnip did.
Oh, you did?
Or is this for the next day?
Yeah, someone roll one for this day.
I'll do it.
Do
it.
I did the weather forecast.
Hit it.
15.
15. Okay.
And we're expected to arrive today? Is that what you said?
Late morning, you see over treetops that the road passes through walls. And before you see the walls, a massive column of stone. Brightwing and Yasnib, you traveled by the city, I believe, and saw it. So you've seen this, but you did not go in. Aedwin, I don't know if you would have been to Olleah. I think we actually might have had you roll for this once and you hadn't been. You're muted.
No, he would not have gone to Olleah.
Faye, it is up to you where you would have traveled. This is a very academic place. It's not the most poppin' party-wise, but an Eclipse, this would be very, very
no
familiar
Raid Grove.
with you. No, it is definitely no Raid Grove.
I probably hadn't been here.
Okay. And as you get closer to the outer walls, you are met by impressive fortifications that guard the city. Walls made of a smooth, whitish beige stone, standing about 20 feet high, with parapets and towers kind of set throughout. And breaking the wall as you get closer, where the road heads, ahead of you, is a massive arch with a pair of open gates. They appear to be open to travel in and out. The arch, as you get closer, is covered in intricate carvings and small statues throughout of what seem to be like runes, magical symbols or depictions, creatures. The gates themselves open are large and ornate, seemingly made of heavy metal, solidly colored in like a patina greenish blue, that stand out pretty starkly against the beige stone of the walls and arch. And as you pass through the gates, and there are guards, but they just clock you, say nothing, and you're able to walk through. You enter a bustling cityscape. The streets are wide and paved with smooth gray stone. The buildings are tall and elegant, with sweeping arches and graceful curves. The structures are crafted from a combination of stone, wood, glass, and that patina-colored metal, all fused together in a way that seems almost organic, in a sense. And everywhere you look, there are elaborate carvings and statues, beautiful mosaics, glittering stained glass windows. There's a little bit of it that harkens to the upper parts of Ilmara, where you just came from, except that seemed to be like stated affluence. We're super rich, and so this is what we can do. And this seems more like we just care about beauty, if that makes sense. The people around you are diverse, and there are many walking the streets. Concentration of elves, but nearly every other race at some point you see walking by, all strolling through the streets with purpose. Many of them wearing long robes or academic-looking garb of some kind. Some of it harkens to the figures you saw on the road. And the garb and the people and the way that they walk all hint at the city's deep connection to the arcane and academics. As you make your way inwards, you notice that the elvish influence on the architecture becomes more pronounced as you move towards the center. Buildings become taller and more graceful, more sweeping lines, intricate carvings that evoke a sense of ancient elvish wisdom. Towering over all of this and dominating the view for most of it, you see the Cloud Spire. Eclipse would know what to be called. At the heart of the city, and forming the heart of the Arathis Academy of the Arcane. And Eclipse, is up to you whether you're sharing any of this information with them, but if you're giving them the tour guide lowdown, is a towering man-made mountain, several hundred feet tall and unnaturally cylindrical. The sides of the mountain are sheer and smooth, but they are covered in these beautiful glittering waterfalls that seem to originate from just inside the mountain and then pour down and scatter into mist across the rocky cliffs of the structure below it. The effect is breathtaking, and as you get closer, the sound of rushing water echoes through the city constantly. As you draw closer to it, you can also see a sprawling circular ring of buildings around the base of the spire that form the academy. Dotted with spires and towers, dozens of scattered buildings of that whitish beige stone containing libraries, laboratories, lecture halls, all filled with scholars and students, as well as the open halls of the Lycean Consortium. This is the city of Olleah. In Eclipse, you are home.
Oh. Matt, I might be disremembering, but the whole reason why Yasnip and Brightwing didn't go into Olleah was because Yasnip said that they wouldn't like Brightwing, but that was a year ago, so I could be misremembering that.
It was that they were a bit more uptight, very magic-y of sorts.
Okay.
They are highbrow society for sure.
Okay.
And you were very far from it, and still are to some degree, but maybe not as much as you were.
Okay. And then also, the thing that we DM'd about a couple days ago, is that still a thing, or is...
The thing that we DM'd about a couple days ago? You might have to give me a hint?
You asked me a question.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, those things were...
Yep.
Yeah.
Eclipse. This is your city, this is your home. Where would you like to take the group?
I think the most notable difference is that while she'll usually have her hood up, she has it down. She probably did that right before they got into the city. She looks not as angry as she did yesterday. I think she still looks really nervous, but she looks a lot more calm, physically, because of being back in a city.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't really tell anybody what everything is. She kind of just lets them take it in, unless somebody asks, and then she'll explain it. But she doesn't tour guide it. She just kind of autopilots towards her home and just kind of wanders that way. I think Crater's also kind of doing the same at that point, so it's like...
The horse gets close to home and starts walking a little faster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's just kind of going with it, like... She almost kind of forgets that she's with everybody for a little bit.
Okay.
So...
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're taking them into the consortium?
Yes.
Okay. Eclipse begins to lead all of you through the grounds of this academy, and you get a very grand, deep, and beautiful image of the value of this education to these people, of magic. There are just gorgeous stained glass windows with depictions of magic and feats of incredible arcane prowess.
will mention one thing. Probably before we get to here, the only thing she would really say is just, I know you guys have a thing that gets rid of the ick. Do you guys have that? Because I would imagine we're still covered in shit. So, like...
Yeah. Like...
Yeah.
Magical washing machine.
Yeah. That would probably be the only thing
between that and the bag, we could like tag team it.
Yeah. It's like she'll get to the door and then be like, it's kind of like the take your shoes off at the door moment, but she's also like, oh god, I forgot. Clean. So, yeah.
I probably would have been sneakily doing that as we go anyway. Like,
okay, yeah, I figured. Yeah, so. Yeah, that's probably the only thing she'd really like. Wait.
Okay. Thank you.
Eclipse, I know you've been nervous. Is there anything that you need us to do to help?
Or not do?
Or not do? I'm really good at shutting up, but sometimes,
I'm not so a heads up is nice.
I would say, just, man, I don't know. They're used to guests, so it's not really a problem. If you're curious about anything, definitely ask.
I'm less worried about them. I'm more worried about you.
I usually don't do anything. I just kind of hang out. I guess don't really touch anything yet. I don't know what's kind of off limits right now. I also don't know what's going on. Just kind of wait until we're spoken to, I guess. Don't really say anything about what we've been doing, because I don't know.
Well, we'll follow your lead.
Okay.
This is your show. We're here for you, not them.
All right. As you guys walk through the academy, you begin to see ahead of you this half ring of buildings that Eclipse you would recognize as a consortium. But before you get there, crossing your path and your vision in front of you, you see a figure that you recognize. A gnomish woman, about 3 feet tall. Although she appears to be taller than even that, just due to the way she carries herself, as well as a wide-brimmed, large pointed hat from under which a bright pink hair flows. In her left hand, she has an ornate white staff with a crystal on top. And in her right, she holds a big, thick tome of some kind. And you see various charms and vials secured to her belt, as well as a small fishbowl-like terrarium attached, out of which is growing, it seems, a small leafy plant. And her round face is framed by round glasses.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is Remy. Brian, can you please add a guest to the call?
Oh my god. Dude, I'm excited. No way.
Wait.
Oh my
Wait.
god. I am so fucking excited now.
Wait, who is it though? But who is it?
Oh, they are clicking the link.
Okay.
Please hold. Hold. Holding.
It really is just Wizard Celia.
Links being clicked.
Oh,
I
dear.
think.
Oh dear.
Oh!
Camera's not on yet.
Things are happening.
You're in the dark. You're
Almost
shaded
there.
in darkness,
This,
Olleah.
I actually don't know, and that's the part.
That's
Oh,
Olleah.
She's
oh,
in
they're
the dark.
spinning.
This-
Oh, it's so dark.
It's so dark.
It's so
dark.
dark.
It's
Brian,
just-
can you unmute Olleah in the Discord, please? Oh, and Olleah, mute
God.
on this window you just opened. Hit the little mute, the little mic button, so you mute. Yeah, you're good.
You're shaded in darkness.
And then Brian will unmute you in the Discord.
Okay. You might have to leave the channel.
Yeah, you need to leave call and come back.
Oh yeah, yeah. leave Adventures in Thara, and then come back in.
Holly, I think you need to turn on some lights.
Yeah, Holly, can you turn on lights?
Are you in the pits of the abyss?
Is there a cover on your camera?
Alfie's realm.
She's still muted in Discord, Brian.
Yeah.
But it's still occurring.
And or Sean, I guess.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I gave her Anthara rights.
Oh, she's unmuted. Hello.
There it is.
Holly,
The video returns. It's still dark.
What? Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, so that's not gonna work.
You might have to go no video.
we saw the silhouette. We know she's there.
Can you hear it?
Exactly. We know she's there. That's
A
what's
challenger approaches.
I mean, for real though.
We're trying our best.
Technical difficulties.
That I can't do anything about.
It
We
is
struggle.
what it is.
It's weird because the Discord camera works just fine. I don't know why the ninja does not.
Yeah, we can see her when we play games.
Holly, can you hear
Oh,
us?
I see. For some reason, there was a blurred effect.
There
I'm
is,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No, we're going no video, yes?
Yep.
Oh boy.
You are also a robot-y.
No.
Oh no.
Everything is just breaking apart.
Oh.
Oh, that's better.
Chaos magic. It's
You're
Okay,
good
it's
now.
stabilizing
Instead of an
I think
the race,
turning
it's a
off
soul forge.
turning off
Helps.
camera so as to not stress out your bandwidth is probably
Brian,
the
are
best
you
idea.
streaming to the Discord?
Apparently no.
Oh?
There she is.
Oh.
There she is.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh!
hey.
Yeah! It's beautiful!
Hell yeah.
You're here.
I'm here.
We did it.
Oh, and we can hear you! Oh, yes! Technical difficulties!
Okay.
Resolved!
We did it.
Do we need to do a mic check, Brian, or are you good?
We're good. We're good.
Okay. Remy, you see Eclipse and a group of people behind her.
Run. And
And
Oh.
robot. No.
Yeah,
No.
internet.
And the robots are back. The robots are back.
Soul Forge is here rolling.
Yeah,
initiative.
just turn your camera off.
Oh, for sure.
You might
I
want to turn the
think that's-
camera off to get it save
Yeah.
bandwidth.
Yeah.
Peppa hands.
Oh, is that better? We'll put a picture of Holly in post.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
is this better?
That is better so
Oh.
far.
Oh,
We'll
Oh,
see if
you're
it
also
stays.
back, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us a long sentence about yourself.
Well, you already heard the description of Remy.
there we go.
Is this working?
You're good.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
you're
works
good.
great.
Awesome.
All right, so pick up where you were. Sorry.
All right. I run towards Eclipse and I give her a big hug. I say, "You're back. You've been gone so
I
long."
return the same. It is the warmest hug.
You guys see the most massive clash
Yeah.
of a hug that you've ever seen.
100%.
Oh my god, it has been. And she finally puts you down. She's just like, what, are you okay? What's been going on?
Oh, lots of stuff. Not much really. But you've been gone so long, and you have all these new people here, and you're wearing some new armor and shields, and you have.
Right, yeah, I got this, and then, okay, so this is, and she's just gonna, like, point to everybody, so this is Faye, she's really cool, I think you guys are gonna get along really well, this is Adrian, this is Brightwing, I think you're also really gonna like her, you guys have a lot to talk about, and then this is, Yasnip.
You all.
you have
I'm
a
Remy.
vegetable.
This is apparently Eclipse, but we've never seen this side of her.
This is Remy.
Pleasure
I've
to meet you,
I've
Remy.
known her for a very long time. She is one of my oldest friends, who is also she's magical and just kind of gestures to all of her. So this is kind of the
May I ask Why you have plants in both?
Edgeworth.
Wait, one more time? Wait, one more time? I'm sorry?
Edgeworth.
Amazing.
Does it... That is his name?
He'll tell me things, but mostly I just talk to him. Yep, that's his name.
Are you employed here, or are you a student?
Well, I grew up here, and I kind of work here, but mostly I study.
Love that.
Yeah, so,
And Edward.
Right when he starts saying hello to Edward.
Are you casting Speak with Plants?
No, I wish I could though.
Oh my goodness.
Then I could talk to everything.
just cover all the bases.
And we'll get tongues too, and you'll be fine.
Oh my
Actually, I think I have it. I could just have to prepare it.
I mean, so where are you off to? Did we interrupt you? Are you busy right now, or?
I was going somewhere, but I can't remember where I was going. I think I was going to get some lunch, but I might have been going back to my study. I don't remember.
I mean, yeah, we can get food. We just got here. I need to go see my family real quick. Do you know if they're there?
You would not know. You would probably have seen Luna maybe earlier today. Maybe last you saw her was yesterday. You have not seen the rest of her family recently.
I haven't seen them around. I might have saw Luna, but I might have been a cat.
Knowing her, that wouldn't surprise me. This is everything I ever wanted.
You're like Vanna, you can change into animals?
Nah. Can you? Did you learn how to do that while I was gone?
Some I turn into a sheep. But that's not on purpose.
True.
What the fuck is happening? Somehow really not surprised. Okay. Yeah. If you want to come with, we can go get food after. I mean, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Or
So
we'll
we're
forget.
gonna-
I mean,
All right. Yep. True. All right. So you want to go find your family and then get something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to kind of make sure everything is all good
Yep.
right now.
All right. So you guys continue on the path you were going, now joined by this short but holding herself high, quickly stepping gnome. Bless you, I think?
You also notice Eclipse doesn't get low to respect the height. She doesn't do it. She's just talking to her, and everything's fine. Like, there is nothing, like, it's...
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys continue the way you were going. And you begin to see ahead, forming about half of the ring of buildings immediately around the base of the Cloud Spire. In a broad semicircle of stoic grand architecture, you see the Lycean Consortium. Its construction seems like a mix of cultures and peoples, but weaved together seamlessly through the curving bastions of whitish beige stone, that same stone from earlier, and tall windows of a dark glass panes that are connected by seams of that patina green metal. Some of the consortium's buildings carry the flowing arcs of elvish design, others the sturdy, broad strength of dwarven make. It would look almost hodgepodge if it was not so well balanced and transitioned by whoever drew up the design for this place, and it is a unique site. You make your way in, and very shortly after getting into the consortium itself, you see kind of just kicked back on a pillar, watching, looking, checking everybody out, and twirling a dagger, you all see a much more lithe version of Eclipse, wearing tight-fitting dark grays, trimmed with the navy blue that makes Eclipse's cloak and hood, but otherwise looking pretty similar to her. This is your sister Luna.
You see,
Must've been
the
a cat
moment
I saw
Eclipse
them.
steps in the door, she's kind of like ready to go in case something happens, and then the moment she sees Luna, she just relaxes again. She's like,
Okay.
1. And then tries to find everybody else. So nobody else is in here, it's just Luna.
Right. Well, you see a bunch of other people walking around, but
Okay.
none of the rest of
But
your family.
she's-
You just
okay.
see Luna. Yeah.
Is she standing typically where I would be? She looks like she's kind of...
Yes, she's kind
Okay.
of filling in
Okay.
the shoes, keeping watch.
So, I'm guessing she already clocked us at this point?
Yes. As soon
Okay.
as you look over and catch her eye, she looks straight at you, holds up the dagger.
I go for my sword?
If we can't, are we outside? We can't see her. We just see you like take it.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
even the
you've
spear,
all-
she's got
you've
her
all
hands up,
entered
she's
these-
just like...
Okay.
You've entered the hall. You see this figure. She sees Adrian go for his sword.
Not that one.
Friend's not in on the joke.
Friend.
I don't think. I'm
No.
assuming it's a friend.
Yeah, it's a friend.
You're
Oh.
back.
I'm back! And she just
comes
goes and
in.
like, yeah,
Yep. Big hug.
just bear hugs her.
Dagger in the sheath before the hug.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if she left it out, it's like, whatever, dude.
Got quite a ragtag group here. Annie, Remy. Hi, Remy.
Yep.
Saw a cat
Intros?
earlier this morning.
No.
No.
It was probably me.
Knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, so we got, and all, same thing as before. This is Faye, Adwin, Brightwing, Yasnip.
She shakes her hands, or at least extends it to be shook. Pleasure to meet all of you, I think. Guess we'll find out. Wow. It's been... How long has it been? Almost a couple months, maybe?
Oh, it's been a lot longer.
Sure,
than
you have
I
a lot of
thought.
stories. Are you hungry? Because...
Yeah, where's Dad? Where's
Dad
Mom?
is
everything
almost
okay?
certainly in the archive. He's
Okay.
been there pretty much nonstop. Almost since you left. At least since you started sending messages back.
Okay.
It's well,
Okay.
we'll get to that.
Where's Mom?
Mom, I don't know, but if we head towards food, there's a good chance we'll find her.
Yeah. Is okay now to bother Dad, or should we just wait, or what's going on?
I mean, if it's important, it's probably not a bad idea to start there, I guess. You want to do that?
I'm gonna kind of look at everybody. Do you guys want food now,
It's your show.
or
Would you? I don't think he appreciated it last time I offered, but would you like me to provide a
No.
warning that we're coming?
Nope.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what, I'll go chat with him real quick, kind of see what's up. You guys, you want to take them to go get food, and I'll meet up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That way we don't want to flood him with a lot at the moment. He seems really intense. Cool.
Fair enough.
All right. Yeah. So I'll catch up. Where are you guys heading? Just so I know.
She looks at Remy. Maybe the Golden Wing? You want to go there?
Sounds good.
All right. Golden Wing.
Golden Wing.
See you there.
All right.
Okay.
As we're walking away, I'll like turn to Remy. How do you get your hair so pink? And like
Like that.
Like that.
like that.
Try it again.
I think it's like that.
Every time it keeps cutting out.
Yeah.
Are you changing it, or you just...
No, it's just like that.
It just
Okay.
doesn't. That's so cool.
Yep.
Do you do
Right.
magic too?
A little bit, yeah. I don't know that I could change my hair, but I've got some. Pull out like my a little bag that and like kind of drop it a little bit, but like, it's got like some ribbons and some makeup and like some hair dye and like a little mask and like a mask blank that could be added to like. I've got some of this stuff. But yeah, I can do magic, and I'll just make like sparks through the air, and then like a little bit of sounds coming from like the corners. Just prestidigitation stuff.
I'll mimic it with my own
Yeah, yeah.
prestidigitation.
Nice.
Nice. most of my other things are kind of I wouldn't want to practice them on you. Let's say that.
It's understandable.
Are you all magic types?
Fucking love her, dude.
Is
Yeah,
that
what they were just doing. I can't do it, so you just,
Oh,
the magic.
I get powers from the wilds, and she'll grow some flowers.
That is cool. I don't know what it means or what you just said, but that is cool. I mean, are you a druid or something?
No, I'm a healer.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Syriana?
No.
Okay, fair enough. She doesn't talk very much. Rest of you?
Edwin will snap his fingers and a little flame will kind of conjure in his hands.
Okay. Seen that one? Useful, I'm sure.
It's a bit more, but kind of like Faye, I don't really want to practice it.
Fair enough. Don't really want you practicing that either, and she points at the sword.
Good on you.
At least not on me. But
Yeah.
if you see any ruffians, all yours. Well, really all Eclipses, usually, but I'm sure she'll share. And, Mr. Horns?
I think I'm a bit magical by nature, but I also like to be a little bit more practical. And I'm going to pull my hand up and I'm going to minor illusion her dagger. As if I'm holding it in my hand.
Okay. Is there a check to see through a minor illusion? Like
Yes,
an
there is.
investigation check? What is it?
Oh my god.
I'll tell you in a second. Spell save. So it is a investigation check. My save DC is 13.
Please.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. I see right through it, but, it's not bad.
Maybe I'll
Get
take the
wrecked.
then.
For what it's worth, not everybody would be able to tell, but I got a keen eye. So, it's kind of my job. Well, it's a clip. Anyways. Okay, food? She leads you guys
That's a bitch.
towards
Come on.
food, you assume.
I like her.
She's so fun.
Eclipse, you are making your way to the archive to find your father, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You pass many groups of students, professors, some of them you recognize. All of them who catch your eye give you a pretty respectful nod. They either know who you are or recognize your garb or your appearance in general and know who you are and the import that you carry here. And eventually you do make it into an archive through a couple large halls, up a bit of stairwell to where you know your father would typically be. And you see a closed study that he would typically be in. Door closed.
Okay. I'm going to knock in the most familiar way that I can, just to kind of announce myself as usual.
Okay. You hear a pause, a shuffling, and then a patting of feet, and then right from the other side of the door, "Can I help you?"
It's Eclipse. It's just me.
Long pause, and then door opens, and you see, peering through, none of the rest of you see this, but you see your father, thinner than you, shorter than you, the fine golden silk archivist robes and the sharp golden eyes behind, pair of spectacles on his nose. Actually, not even a little bit. A surprisingly significant amount more gray around his muzzle and his eyes and his ears than you even had seen the last time you were here. It had begun to occur over the last years, but it's like twice what it was before. It's pretty catches you off guard a little bit. You're back safely.
Yeah. Is now a bad time?
No, it's not, I suppose. Did you have friends messaging me?
I did. Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Are they here?
They're with Luna and Remy right now. They wanted to get some food, but I didn't want to overwhelm you.
No, that's probably for the best initially, at least. Yes, report would be good. And
okay.
He steps back, lets you in,
Right.
closes the door behind you, locks it behind you.
Yeah, and I'd clock that immediately.
You do clock that. It is not super normal. It is he is in his place. This is his consortium. This is his archive within the consortium. This is his study within his archive. And it is not typical for him to care about locking it like that.
Yeah.
So you do clock that.
Permission to speak
he
freely?
Goes back around his desk, sits down, gestures at a chair.
Yeah.
Tell me everything that you can.
I'm gonna kind of look around the room. Is it safe to do that?
He looks around in a similar way. I have had enchantments put in place. So this is just about one of the safest places. My bedroom. Well, your mother and mine's. A couple other spots, but yes, if there's a place to talk, this is it.
Okay. Can I insight check him to make sure he's actually who I'm talking to?
Roll an insight check.
You fucking whore! Dice! Terrible, never mind, it's just a 1. I trust
Oh,
him completely.
natural one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting because he is so clearly different, and so that even with a terrible insight roll, the oddity of his demeanor is what throws you off from being able to read what is really going on with him.
Yeah.
Or if he was some kind of imposter, and it would be hard to tell because he seems so off sorts from what he normally would be.
Okay.
It is strange to you. He is one of the most composed people that you know, if not the most, and he seems not fully composed.
Okay. I think she would just tell him everything from the attack on Proward till like basically yesterday.
Okay.
It's concise, it's to the point, it's not fluffed or anything, it's just as report as she usually does, but it's just longer because she's been gone for a very long time.
Okay. He every once in a while will write something down, but is not taking down the entire thing. And you would know that on a mission like this, he would probably want a written follow-up, like a written thing from you as a follow-up to archive somewhere. But he is making a couple specific notes for himself. He asks you a couple questions throughout, kind of prying into some specific issues. Obviously, when you talk about the Blightlings, he gets very curious about that, tries to pinpoint every detail that you have.
Do I have any... I don't think we made like a picture of them or anything. I think we did at one point to ask if they'd seen anything like it, but...
I believe that most of the time you guys Yasnib minor illusioned it.
Okay.
Yeah, when you were trying to describe it.
Okay.
But if you... I would say that if you wanted to, knowing this was coming, you could have had someone, including yourself, draw one.
Okay.
So you could have that if you want on hand.
I think I would, and then just comment, if you need a better version of it, we can...
Okay.
I have friends that can show you what they look like.
All right.
And then I think... God. Yeah, she just is completely honest with everything about it.
Okay. We took what you gave us, and we weren't able to learn anything more. Strange. You know how exhaustive our archives are. If something's not in them, well, it's hard to imagine why. Perhaps it is new. You said that this creature, this hag, was making them, but did she create this being, do you know?
The only thing we really got was Aedwin. He's one of the Scarlet Swords. He has a book that tells him where creatures come from, what they are, kind of a lot more specific about it. He'd probably have more information. He can share that.
You have a sword with you?
Yeah.
Alright. That can't hurt.
And then she pulls out the symbol that Yasnib gave her and also slides it over to him on the table. I meant to give you this, but you said it was dangerous, so I didn't want to, unless it was in good faith.
This is the hexagonal shaped one? Okay.
Yeah.
And you had already messaged to him the
I
one
had,
that Yasnib showed you originally,
but I never
right?
got an answer about it, so I wanted to give him like the shape just in case.
Yeah.
To bring it up.
He takes it, furrowed brow, studies it for a second. Longer than a second, several seconds. This looks very similar to the one you wrote me about.
It's the same, yeah. I didn't really hear back about it.
You have no idea what it refers to, where it comes from. Is it code? You don't know anything.
My friend could probably explain a little better. He's the one who asked about it. So.
I am displeased, to put it mildly, with the amount of things we don't know about what you've uncovered on this trip. We have answers for nearly everything, and this is the second in the last minute of discussion that we don't. We've combed everything. And can't find these symbols, no description of them. But the fact that there's more than one, and the fact that it is wrapped up in the things you found, I guess I would be curious where your friend found his. It would be good to probably discuss with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a lot.
Well done. And for the first time since you arrived and gave your full report, which has probably been a good 15 minutes, you see a little bit of softening in the eyes. It has not been easy these last weeks. And he pauses and seems a little bit distracted for a second. And it's again that lack of composure that to you is odd. I think there are parties interested in our work that fall outside the purview of curious scholars. I wish I knew more, but it has put me on edge for a couple of weeks. I'm glad you're here.
What happened? Was it the incident?
Questions have happened from a variety of sources. Some seemed initially innocent, and now I'm not so sure. Others came in anonymously, requests for research, knowledge. And Luna has identified people not typically seen around here, commonly being seen recently. We don't know what it means. It might mean nothing, but...
Was there a halfling and a soul forged with a cart?
No, not the ones you described earlier, no.
Okay.
Not that we've seen. No one... I don't even know if... Perhaps we're being paranoid. It's just been... It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. I'm glad you're okay. At least as okay as you can be. Have you been eating?
when I can. I've been trying to track down anything about these mysteries that you've uncovered, and it's meant meeting with people from outside, trying to garner new information. We have people searching for clues outside of the archives, something to clue us in, and nothing yet. Thank you for your report.
Yeah, I'll work on the written while I'm here.
Do you want to bring your friends by in the evening, perhaps?
Yeah, if that's okay. Again, they'd probably be able to explain a little better the stuff that I'm lacking, so...
I have some things I'd like to tie up, but perhaps before dinner.
Okay. Alright.
It's good to have... I've said that already. Thank you.
We might be here for a bit. I don't know how long they are okay with staying. I don't know if we really know what we're doing next, so...
Understood.
Over the course of the conversation, I probably would have hesitated on the assassination stuff that we'd heard about. And it probably still would have been said. Did he make any kind of a reaction to it? Like he'd already known about it? Or...
Do you mean what you initially learned in Sawfeld, or what you have more recently discussed with Rylus and the potential new task?
Whatever it would have been.
What did you share?
The public knowledge
Did you
side
share
of
all
it.
of that?
Yeah.
Okay. At the public knowledge side of it, you see clear recognition.
Okay.
He's
So
very,
it's the same.
very familiar with with this having
Okay.
happened. And in fact, knowing the consortium, it's very likely that he has been consulted a number of times by people from both realms,
Yeah.
seeking ways to find answers.
Okay. So I think
and
once it got to the job side of it, it probably would have been more like, so we were given the chance to potentially find out what happened. By the same person who gave us the initial information. I don't know if we're gonna go through with it, but it sounds like that might be the next thing we do.
He takes a deep breath, pauses again. There is great danger involved with that eclipse.
Yeah, I know.
These killers are... to breach the security that they would have had to kill both of these figures. And from what I've gathered, to do so in ways that prevent them from being brought back. They are not to be trifled with lightly. That said, I don't need to tell you how much we want answers. We'll talk more.
Okay. Alright, then yeah, I'll be back later. Do you want anything while I'm out?
No, just bring your friends back in a few hours.
Okay. I'll do the same same thing.
Okay. All right. You
And I
leave.
head to the Golden Wing.
You head to the Golden Wing, which is a place you would have had many a meal at with Remy and Luna. Find them all, probably gathered around a table at that point, with food, I would imagine, unless you guys have held off.
What kind of conversation do I wander in on?
What kind of conversation does she wander in on?
So did you name the plant, or did the plant tell you that is his name?
A little bit of both. When I asked him, he said it started with an E, but he wasn't quite sure what kind of name he wanted. So I suggested a few, and he liked Edward the best.
It's a very good name.
I think so, and he thinks so too. So what kind of plants or animals do you talk to?
I can talk to animals. I have not talked to plants though, but I think my friend could talk to plants. I am not sure. But I can talk to any animal.
Do I remember Vanna talking to any plants?
Yes, I believe you do remember her talking to plants. She was not able to understand them speaking, but she was able to communicate to them.
Right, yeah. So I'd say after I don't know if her friends could, I'd be like, she could talk at them, but I don't think she heard it back.
Eclipse pops in, having returned.
You're muted.
Meg, you're muted.
I just said we could all talk at plants. It's a matter of whether or not they understand our meaning, I would assume, right? Like, hello, Edgeworth, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, are you his interpreter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
People don't talk to him though. Most people don't like to talk to plants. I do.
I think they're quite good listeners.
They are.
What's his favorite color?
Green.
Okay. Makes sense.
I mean, yep. Okay.
What's his mother's name?
What's his mother's name?
Remy, obviously.
Obvious.
You
Does
guys
it look
get
like
food.
Luna ordered me anything?
Have you guys gotten food, or did you wait for Eclipse?
Did you wait? It would not have been a big deal either way.
I would think that we probably would have, like, I would have offered up the suggestion to get some kind of, like, family style, like, platters of stuff that we could all eat, and there would be servings available.
Okay.
Yes, you can totally do that.
Sweet.
All manner of standard tavern food. The knowing Brian will ask kind of more delicacy of Olleah is not served here. It's a little bit more highbrow of an item. So you might have to find a fancier place for dinner or something. But they do bring you out eventually, sort of towards the end of your meal, these small golf ball size spherical shells of hardened sugar that are surrounded by a puff of what is essentially cotton candy. Flavored in all different ways, colored in all different ways. They're called Nimbus candies, and they are very sweet.
Brightwing loves them.
Yes.
Absolutely adores these.
Yep.
She has so many.
Oh, what?
Do you what, Yasnif?
Do I sense a new ingredient to put into a bucket?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Maybe not.
Dude, Crater just
No.
pupils dilating.
You guys have a enjoyable meal with friends, catching up. Anything specific that anybody wants to do or say, talk about, ask before you are brought back?
I think the most obvious difference is that she looks significantly more relaxed. Like, actually, for the first time, probably since we ran into Vanna, the most relaxed. And even more so.
Okay.
Ada was just impressed that we were able to talk about talking to plants for 20 minutes straight.
I mean, that was the last bit of the conversation. I'm sure you guys talked about a bunch of other stuff, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So.
Yes.
Oh, hey, so, is this place open to the public?
This tavern?
No, your place that you work.
Oh, the consortium.
Yes, thank you.
Like if you want to do research or read or something? Study?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just got to run through some channels, but you kind of have an in. Points at Eclipse.
I've heard of places like this that are restricted specifically for targeted like academic research, but is it is there options available for personal research?
Yeah, I mean, some people have to pay. It depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if you got specific research, sometimes you don't. Obviously, you have a connection, so that probably helps. I mean, assuming you're like a half decent friend, I think you'll probably get just a full access, free discount library pass situation here.
We get library cards?
I think we absolutely should. Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Has to be a
I'm
fun
living
thing.
out my Arthur dream.
Oh my god.
Freaking perfect.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, I guess to be specific, yeah, you usually have to be recommended. We don't really just let anybody in for obvious reasons. We got a lot going on, so makes my
It's
job
not
easier.
your run-of-the-mill public library, if that's what you're asking. But it is
Yeah.
open to people if you have a good reason or good coin or good sponsor, basically.
Gonna flash a look at Eclipse really quick and just kind of look down at where Luna keeps her dagger and look back at Eclipse.
Go for it.
So do you think, and I'll like try to distract her with additional conversation.
Okay.
Brett will talk to all of this, and it's just like,
Are you making some kind of move, Yasnip?
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see Eclipse kind of look over at Luna, and she's just like,
Yeah, I would like just probe a little deeper in that same
Okay.
line of questioning in an attempt to like keep her talking. Yeah.
And as she like at any point if she like shifts her movement or like if her arm, I assume from her demeanor she probably has both her elbows like up on the table at points.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So when she like shifts, I'm gonna see if I can lift it out of the sheath.
Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh. 26.
Oh!
Jesus
my
Christ!
heavens. God damn! Okay.
Holy shit, bro!
Incredibly deftly. And Eclipse, you know that Luna she's not quite you in her ability to clock the important things worth clocking, but she's pretty good at it. And you barely even see this happen, knowing it's coming, I assume, to some degree.
Yeah.
And it is in your grasp, Yasnip.
I'm going to flip it into my other hand, cast Mage Hand under the table, hand it into the hand, and deliver it to Eclipse.
Okay. There's no verbal component to Mage Hand, is there?
Oh, there is a verbal component.
Ooh.
You can get away with it.
What do you?
I'm already chatting with you anyway.
What do you have to say for some?
Just some sort of arcane words, more or less. Not something that would fit into general conversation.
just do the coughing.
See, I can't do that part. That's gonna.
You could do it into the cup. That would be funnier.
It's also, from what you gathered of Luna, not necessarily the case that she would recognize what you were doing. It's possible that Remy might. You don't know.
I'm going to. This is gonna be really dumb, but we're gonna play the long game. I'm gonna take that deck of cards out and put it on the table, and then just start fiddling with it a bit. And once in a while, I'm going to think of a card, because I was told you have to think of a card and it'll show up.
That is
But
correct.
I am going to mask it as if I am summoning a card, and I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
This
Cool.
really is the long con.
Cool.
This is
Fucking
long.
wrestler.
This is over the course of like 5 minutes. This
Yeah,
isn't all
yeah,
happening
yeah.
at once, but
I will say.
I'll play
roll-
along and I'll like start naming the cards and like get Luna in on it where it's like, watch, she can make any card appear. It's really cool.
and like the
I'll, like,
first few are gimmicked. I'm saying the word as it appears, but I'm thinking the card.
Okay. Roll a
Okay.
deception
Okay.
check.
Hell yeah! Here we go.
Can I add guidance?
Damn.
I don't think you're close enough.
I mean,
Remy's trying
you
very hard to figure out
can-
how this trick
Oh
works.
yeah, Remy is fucking
Yep.
invested.
Let's go.
Oh
What'd you
my
roll?
God.
23.
Holy
Wow.
shit, dude.
Okay.
This is the best.
Yeah.
Nice rocks.
Luna is slyly curious about what you're doing. Remy, you're trying to figure out how it works.
Mhm.
Okay.
I love this.
You know what? Roll an Arcana check.
21.
21. You do you have Mage Hand?
Mhm.
Okay. You recognize what Yasnip is doing, and that it is not connected to what he's doing with the cards. The cards, he's either somehow doing some other magic at the same time, or there is magic built into the deck, or he's just really good at sleight of hand. You're not exactly sure what yet. It seems a little bit more than your typical card finger fancy magician guy. But you do recognize him casting Mage Hand as well. And don't see it.
Why you need to cast Mage Hand while you're doing the sleight of hand trick?
What's part of it?
Called out! Called out!
Giving away a magician's tricks.
That's terrible. I just smirk. Just the biggest fucking grin.
And without a beat though, still the dagger's going into the hand and bumping into Eclipse under the table.
Okay.
I'll grab it.
Luna has her sly curiosities turned to definite suspicion after what was said, what you've been doing. She is beady eyed.
So I have
So it's
the
not
dagger
that
now.
great of a magic trick, and I'll put them all
Yes,
together.
you have the dagger.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think
And I'll-
once the go ahead.
After the handoff, I'll bring the mage hand back around under the table, and I'll put the deck of cards in the mage hand, and then put it back in my pocket.
Okay.
And then I'll probably just hold the dagger and then just kind of set it on the table next to me.
In view.
In view, yeah. It's just
Okay. You set it. Her eyes quickly glance to it.
Give her a wink.
You motherfucker. Sorry, Mom. Wow. Okay. That was better.
I'll flip it and hand it
Impressed.
off to her.
Mom?
Thank you. She says that to there's no mom here.
Yeah.
It was like a she knows her mom would disapprove, threw it out there thing.
Yeah.
He is very
Alright.
good at jokes.
Uh-huh. Well, he's actually not that bad at magic. It started a little shaky, but that was solid. I'm impressed.
So where do you get your magic from?
Man,
Yeah,
she's just as fun
Yasmip.
as a fucking
Yeah,
hug.
Yasmip.
You let's fucking go.
Where do you get your magic from?
Edwin's
do you find
elbows
your magic?
impact the table harder than
Mm.
anything he's ever fought, and he's
Fact.
just staring.
Well, I really like to believe it comes from the inside.
The fist slams into the table. Bullshit. We all know that it's not. All right. Well, I really don't know, but I refuse to believe that that's all it is.
I could have just pointed at you incredulously, like,
And you're one of
Excuse me.
You
Oh,
don't
no.
know either.
Yeah, but he does, and we all know that he knows, but he just won't tell us.
Know that I know what?
Insight check.
Roll an insight check. Yasmip, roll a persuasion or deception.
No,
Yeah,
what?
roll a deception check.
God.
6.
Amazing.
Genuine curiosity as to what you're talking about.
With my passive insight, Matt? can I do
Facts. What did you roll, Brian?
21.
it? Okay, no.
Nope. He seems genuinely curious.
Look, I understand that projection is a thing that can happen. Understand you're frustrated that you're not quite sure where yours comes from. But pressing
But
what
we're-
you wish to have happen on others
Yes,
is
Nip.
not healthy.
Yasnip,
We're
Yes,
also
sir.
in the perfect place to find out, so...
I
Do any of you
could.
know where your magic comes from?
I
Mine
do.
comes from like this cracked shell of one of those dragon things that I found as a child and then like ingested, and now I have magic.
Okay, that's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally true.
Sorry,
she
Mom.
tells the story 100 times.
Where has my mom been anywhere? I guess that would have been like a "did you see her on the way" kind of thing, or
You did not.
passively
You
in
did
the
not see her.
conversation.
No.
All right.
Apparently, she'd already eaten. She has not showed up,
Damn it!
and you haven't seen her now.
Is this woman?
Mine comes from the wilds.
Yeah, you mentioned that before. That doesn't really help. I had no idea what that means.
Well,
but
it's-
you
We're
know,
all full of
directly-
shit, but she's not.
more
It's
power
directly
to
from
you,
Edworth,
Jess.
actually, if you can believe.
I mean, Edward
I'll
would
look
be
on the
part
map.
of the wilds.
Are you magic?
He says yes.
Do you ask Edworth this?
Yes.
Okay. Do you get a response?
No.
The wilds are what we worship.
Oh my God.
Who's we?
My people.
Huh. Okay. So, mysterious unknown god points at Yasnip.
We can just call
Uh-huh.
him sneaky. That's
He has
fine.
wind.
From the wind. His magic comes from the wind. Okay. And you don't know either, is what I'm gathering.
Oh, well, I like to think that at least a part of it comes from the unassailable urge to mount Yasnip's head on a pike. But
Does that
Fair
make
enough.
2 of us now,
That's
Faye?
two. That
What?
is two. That's 2 of us whose heads you've threatened to mount
He's
on pikes.
getting through the whole party.
yeah, I'm making my rounds.
You
One
need
way
to
or another, we're gonna
diversify
get
your
through.
threats, man. It's because it's starting to get a little stale.
Oh no! That's the whole point. It's uniform.
Point. Like
Yeah.
You have found
No, it's
quite
gonna
a
be
bunch here.
organized.
I really did. Yeah.
Uh,
You should see the other 2. They are also an absolute riot.
There's more. Are
There
they coming?
more. No. But
Okay.
hopefully someday I can get them to come by. That would be
She's
really
the
fun.
one that could talk to plants and turn
Yeah,
into animals.
They were very fun twins.
And then he had
Her.
these cylinders on his back and this.
He had a gun. It was very cool. Yeah. Apparently he had made it himself, which was crazy. I was
Also,
like,
Dan?
yeah. So hopefully, they're Seraph and Vanna. I don't know if they'll ever come by, but if they need to, I will definitely let you know. But I think you'd like them. They're very fun.
Well, if they're anything like this group, that at least is one adjective to use. Yeah. Your talk with Dad go okay?
Yeah, full report. He does want to chat with everybody later before dinner, so we'll definitely stop by and do that. But yeah, he's doing okay. As okay
Yeah.
as he can be.
Yeah.
He started locking up the archive.
Yeah.
When did that
Yeah.
start?
That was probably, I guess, a few weeks after you left. After you started giving us reports, that's when people started coming with questions, and then he started getting kind of, I don't know, jumpy's the right word, paranoid.
Yeah.
He's been a little off. I don't know. Maybe it could just be, the way he normally is gives me a false sense of what people are supposed to be like, but he's not
Yeah.
himself. That much I know.
He's not. Yeah. He's a little off, but it's him still. It's just different.
All right.
But yeah, so he seems a little better now that port's done. Now I gotta
All right.
paper.
So- Whole group report to him later.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got some time to kill then, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of have to go back to work, I suppose.
I mean, I can cover it. You can hang out.
Or you could skip it.
Don't skip. Nope. That is a negative. That is a no-go on that one.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
dad wouldn't kill me because he doesn't kill anyone, and my mom wouldn't kill me, but one of them might tell Eclipse to kill me, and I'd rather not have to kill her when she tries to kill me. It'd be really bad for the family dynamic.
Also, more work
Alright.
for you. Let's be real. Like,
Also true. Yeah.
All
All right, well,
before we go, it's a question on everyone's mind. Which one of them wins?
that is a question. Oh, really? Oh, you? Yeah?
I mean, just because you're older doesn't mean that you fight better.
Oh, no.
You
We don't.
did get a fancy new shield. That's kind of unfair.
Okay. I didn't
I'm
find
gonna have
anything
to-
for you, but if I do, I will let you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
We need to level the playing field, and then we'll find out.
All right.
Probably a 50-50.
Yeah.
Luna sometimes wins a bit more.
Are we assuming Daggerfist Spear?
Okay,
Or are we
don't have to
assuming...
rub that in my face, Remus.
It's
That's really
perhaps-
rude.
Honesty,
Uncalled for.
my favorite trait about Remy.
Honestly,
Actually, non-ironically.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. She is the most efficient scorekeeper, let's be honest. Yeah.
All right.
Also depends on
Seeing
the
there's
event.
cheating on both sides.
Also true. We will wrap up our session there.
Wow.
Because Leah has to go.
Yeah.
And pick up there in session 33, the last session before the break.
Yep.
Quickly, Leah, you can go first. Favorite moments.
Almost dying. That was great. And then the plant.
The fucking
Yep,
plant.
Edworth.
Oh, what
Edward is so
a
good.
He
game.
used to be protected at all costs.
You know.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay.
All right,
Bye,
stay
guys.
safe.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna be selfish. Remy's the best.
Yeah, Remy's fucking amazing.
So
Remy's all-
fucking happy,
listen,
dude.
So good.
I've known Remy for 15 minutes, but if
And I
anything
would-
happens to her, I would kill everybody in this campaign and then myself.
All
right.
Yep. I thought it was gonna be Matt, and I was like, okay, let's go. And then it was like, yeah, I was like, you fucking.
There were too many spectators in call for there to not be one.
Mm.
Oh, so you didn't actually know it was gonna be?
I had
oh.
no
I had
idea.
no fucking clue.
I had
No,
to. I had
just-
to
he
write
just
as
had to
quickly
be.
as
He
possible.
had me set up this guest camera
Yeah.
thing a while ago, and
I
then
had
he's
no
like, "Hey,
fucking
I need
clue.
the guest camera link, you motherfucker."
I had no idea. No
Um,
fucking clue.
Jess and I wrote this character, or the skeleton of this character, as one of her friends. Basically, just like you'd have some friends. Brief description of one.
I wanted it to be the
Remy was
tiniest person
described.
possible because I thought it would be
Yes.
hilarious, and that
It
was
was
the only
like-
criteria I had.
Yeah, basically a tiny pink hair and does some magic is all that there was. And so then, I don't know when I decided this. It was probably, I guess when I messaged you, Holly, and maybe it was a few weeks ago. It's probably like a month ago. And I was like, you know
I think
what?
it was. Yeah, it was like last month.
Yeah, last month some point.
That tracks.
You know what? I feel like bringing a guest, and I feel like somebody should play Remy that's not me. And so I just asked Holly. I was like, well, Holly, do you want to be a guest? She said yes. And then I said, okay, you are 100% and fully encouraged to make your own character if you want. But if you want, would you be down to play this character who is Eclipse's friend? And she was like, hell yes.
Absolutely
perfect.
well done.
It was
I love
everything
the
I could have
vibe.
ever dreamed. Like
Yep.
the fast talking,
I want
the interest, the
all
everything.
All of
I
the
was
Remy
like,
info.
I love it,
Yep.
dude. It's so fun.
I love the dichotomy of the Remy Eclipse relationship. I think
You're gonna
Yeah.
love it
makes
even
so much
more.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
everything you could
Oh, yeah.
imagine.
It is exactly as it should be.
God,
All right, who else?
Lifting the dagger was actually a very high.
That was
point.
so fucking.
That was pretty dope.
That was a big point for me.
Yep.
But also
I was-
getting to use Windwall finally. That was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
And with great effect.
Yeah.
I was pretty proud of my comeback in that fight from being
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
true.
Frighten was big
Yep.
and the Thunder Wave was big
Two Thunder Waves
for
that
getting
were big.
like
Yeah.
all at once.
Yep.
But then like I want to live in Olleah IRL. Like this is my happy place. Like this is So I'm very content to spend some time here.
Hmm.
I think we need to put some time into blessing Jess's dice.
Yeah, we need a blood ritual and
Because-
like
gosh.
several
as
phases
much-
of the moon.
Anybody
much
got
as
a goat?
Stage.
A goat.
Anybody
As
got
much
a
as I'm cool with the idea that this has really been a big turmoil for Eclipse in general, and I get it, I really want it to end.
I'm really
Yeah.
rolling like shit.
What
Yeah,
we need to
that
do
was-
is
really
we need to
How
buy
about
some
this?
dice and overnight ship them to all of us, and
Yeah.
we all do like our
Yep.
own
Yeah.
ritual
Yep.
over them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want the tiny dice? I'll just ship them out right now. It's just- we gotta fix this.
And we'll daisy chain the shipping all the way
Yep.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll send him to
Yeah.
London.
You get it
Oh my
back as a care
God.
package. It has like one thing from each of us in.
yeah.
That is the answer. This is the way.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The box is 3 times
Oh,
bigger
yeah.
than when it leaves.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you and welcome.
Hi!
Thank you. This was a lot of fun.
You, it was. Do you have a favorite moment? You weren't here for that long, but
I think just being introduced to everyone, seeing how Remy interacts with everyone.
yeah.
Excited
Pretty great.
for more of it.
Yeah. Sean, did you say one already? I can't remember.
Remy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's like,
Just
I will
Remy.
kill all of us and
Yep.
We get a gimme when a guest is introduced, okay? That's
yeah.
That's true. I will say, I thought that fight was great, except for Eclipse getting only 1 turn, but even that was redeemed by her actually getting to kill the very last thing. Maybe not fully redeemed, but it helped a little bit.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think it's proof that we rely on each other, that we all are important, and that we all play our own. You know what I mean? Because even with one of us down,
I think there's nothing more horrifying than your tank not having any conscious anything of what is going on and waking up to a party member almost being dead, someone else being beaten to shit, and knowing that you could have helped with any of it is the worst feeling. That was horrible.
I will say the one worst feeling would be you never rolled a 7 through 8, which means you make a melee attack against a random creature that's near you.
Yeah.
So you could have actually been working actively against your group. Yeah, but you
I was
literally
right.
The
rolled
highest I
2
rolled
to
was a
6
6.
every single time. Yep. That's pretty wild.
Listen, well, another
Just
pretty
another
awful
one.
feeling is taking the tough feat and being dropped below 50% of your health with 1 attack. That's
But if you didn't have that, you'd be
fucking
dead.
wild.
Yeah. Also,
You know?
that's why
Pretty
you're able to
crazy.
do that.
Pretty
just
crazy.
for what it's worth. In fact, you kind of probably would have figured some of this out from your tome usage.
Mhm.
But I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
If you fail successive memory drains,
It
the
stacks.
size of the dice goes up.
Yeah.
You have to subtract a D6 from every roll, then a D8, and then a D20, and you go unconscious for an hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
That creature's a
Yeah.
fucking
D20
nightmare.
minus
The
D20.
Oblex.
It's a
I forgot
nightmare.
that's
the
what it
D20.
did.
And that creature, it didn't survive because you killed it, but it gains your memories and your proficiencies and your languages and can then impersonate you, which is how it created those figures.
That's
Right.
terrifying.
Some figures
Yeah.
that it previously
Hate
killed.
that.
It's a pretty sick monster.
Yeah.
Hate that a lot.
But very well fought, so I enjoyed that. You guys did some incredible work in that fight.
The first time I've taken damage and in a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then obviously Olleah and Remy. Also, I wasn't even thinking about it when I originally asked her, but being able to have someone else to play Remy so that I could be Luna and not have to do both was an unbelievable lifesaver, because I feel like I would some of them
Mix
they would
it
they would become blend.
Yeah.
Blended.
Blended.
So that was A, it was just lovely to not have to worry about that as a DM, but B, the perfection with which you were Remy was incredible. So that was awesome. Yeah, this should be a fun last session before the break. Hopefully we can make it a decent sized one, since it will be sans Aanthara for many weeks afterwards. But we will find out next week. We will adios to everybody else. See ya. Good morning.
Good freaking morning.
Afternoon.
For me, at least. For me, it's still morning.